Holy moly.
Bang, and there it is, right on cue.
Defending for their lives. The Prince Alfred stepped out of there. Dennis Stroy's got it.
We've got to make them proud. We've got to make this count. Take the ball and raise it now. Make the noise you're crazy loud. It's all moment, let me hear.
Jake Tucker's taken off.
They're a game of percentage clear. They sneak a win today.
You're an outstanding man. Well done. Congratulations on the flag.
Oh,
A bin chicken.
Your 2024 premiers, the Port District Football Club. Congratulations, you legends. You are the best team.
Welcome, footy fans, to week 2 of the finals in the BTR Excavations Division 1 Adelaide Footy League, and we have a blockbuster of a qualifying final coming your way right here on Filming Footy. It's Port District taking on Golden Grove. For the home team, Port District, they're undefeated here at home in 2025, and they're chasing back-to-back premierships, something that hasn't been done for 11 years in Division 1. And for Golden Grove, they haven't lost in 3 months. Make that 12 wins in a row for Golden Grove. Can they get 13 and get one hand on the Premiership Cup at the end of the today? Only time will tell. There's stars littered all over the ground for this one. Lenny Pascoe with 90 goals. Jake Pittman is the High Five E-Bike Player of the Year. Scott Lysette, Cooper Gaffney, the Gray brothers for Port Districts. The list goes on and on and on. Thanks to our sponsors today for bringing you today's broadcast. High Five E-Bikes, Jag Meatworks, Custom by RTC, Kimberley Resorts, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Dartfish, Archies, and of course Filming Footy. This is Finals Footy on Adelaide Footy League. Down here at ground level with myself, Jack Banwell. Adam Jeffries is going to be joining me on the specials, and we're going to have Jad Gosson on the boundary. Are we looking forward to today, fellas?
I certainly am. Hopefully it's not too windy, but it's going to be a great game today, Jack, no doubt.
Yeah, I can't wait. It could be the grand final preview. It's 2 of the top teams, 1v2, and it's going to be a cracker. Can't wait.
Certainly agree. Adam, we'll start with you first, mate. In their round 13 matchup earlier in the year, Luke Barmby described it as reliable, hard to play against, and very mature football. The recipe for them is more of the same, you'd imagine?
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, you can't be anything but impressed with Golden Grove, to be honest. Where they come from, 3 and 4 at the start of the season. Last year's elimination final losers, now to have, 12 games in a row?
It is.
Which is just an amazing feat. Like I said, they're even down on talent and still had a big win last week as well. So can't be anything but impressed with Golden Grove, but no bigger assignment that Port District's off a week off is there. So it's going to be a great game.
Port District's undefeated at home, of course, as well in 2025. Jad, what are some of the key matchups you're looking for on the boundary today, mate? We've obviously got Scott Lysette in the ruck, how Golden Grove going to control him, and then there's stars littered all over the ground in this one.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it every week, but how are they going to stop Lockie Pascoe? 90 goals for the season. Unprecedented. Haven't seen that amount of goals for a long, long time in Division 1 of the Adelaide Footy League. So definitely looking to see how they match up on him. And also a few outs for both teams, how they're going to cover for that, because some key players are out, and it's going to be very interesting. You'll see that in a bit as well. Yeah,
we certainly will. Adam, how do Port District stop the lightning ball movement from Golden Grove?
Yeah, well, the conditions might help. It looks like a nice day here, but it's very breezy, so it's tricky to maintain with the short passes. But yeah, the lightning ball movement into Pascoe is a young Modestach that plays on Pascoe. That's a tough matchup, isn't it? So pressure around the ball, and that's what finals bring. Pressure around the ball, dirty footy into the full forwards. Let's see what happens.
Jad, we can feel this strong breeze at our back, mate. What goalposts are the forwards lining up to target today?
Oh, good question. I might have to ask the goal scorer is that, but I heard earlier you were saying to the left. Is that what you said?
Yeah, so pushing towards boundary side, yeah, commentary side.
So that's what they have to do, the right side, drift it left, and hopefully for them it goes through the big sticks. But Yeah, can't wait for this one. It's I don't know who to tip. If you want my tip, I'll go Port District just because they're at home and they know how to win. They had a week off, and they are Premiership, of course, coming off the Premiership last season. So I'll pick Port District, but it's almost a coin flip, I think.
It certainly is. Adam, what's your tip?
You can't tip against Port Districts really at home after the week off, but won't be surprised if Golden Grove get the chocolates. Port Districts by 12 points.
I'm going to tip the away side. Just go against the grain a little bit here. Golden Grove by a kick or two in what should be an absolute blockbuster. Jad, earlier you caught up with Joey Haynes, didn't you? There's some big news around him, so make sure you stick around and see what that news is right after this here on Filming Footy.
I'm here with Port District's Joey Haynes. Joey, unfortunately you're not out there today, but what's going on? Why aren't you playing? And yeah, tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, a bit disappointing, but just a little tweak in the ankle, so from our last game, couldn't quite get up, but yeah, back the boys in today.
How much do you wish you were out there? I know obviously you're probably raring to go, but yeah, a bit disappointing.
Yeah, for sure. That's sort of why you play is for finals, so fortunately I won't be there, but nah, back the boys in for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I know obviously you guys had a lot of success last year. How do you keep that motivation going into the new season and looking to go back to back? Because, you know, you were the ones that doing the hunting and now you're the hunter. You were the hunters, now you're the hunting. So,
yeah, it's a good question actually. But nah, there's always motivation to win them, so yeah, get that feeling of winning them last year. It's my first one I've ever won, and boys become really good friends, and you just want to keep winning, to be honest. So yeah, looking forward to trying to give it another crack this year.
Yeah, for sure. When you watch the team, you can see the chemistry between them. How's that translate from on-field to off-field? You guys are just all very close, it seems.
Yeah, so I knew a few of the boys when come down here for that first year last year, but they're obviously really good friends. They played a lot of magpies and things together, so you sort of form a close bond. I teach just down in the corner there, so knew a few of the boys through this side of town, and yeah, they not only on the field, it's off the field. It's been a very inviting club and we're loving it here.
Awesome, no, great answer. Unsure if you're aware, but you're actually the leading disposal getter in the Adelaide Footy League Division 1 this season, averaging 35.7 disposals a game. So how do you get so much of it, and what kind of role do you play that's the reason you get the ball so much?
Yeah, I didn't know that, but yeah, very lucky to have some pretty good ball users around me. So yeah, just try and help the boys out, and yeah, just bit of luck, really.
Yeah, and in terms of your role, you play midfield, half-back, that kind of area, or what do you prefer to playing? Yeah,
mostly half-back, but yeah, happy to play wherever I get put, to be honest, and just do my best.
Yeah, for sure. And in terms of your role today, that you're not playing, who's going to be taking up those positions? Who you're looking forward to like step up in that position and try and get the disposals that you're not getting?
Yeah, obviously got Cooper Gaffney there, who's quite a quality half-back. So, but yeah, looking forward to him getting a lot of the ball, and boys like Nash and Pass, and those boys will play really well.
No, awesome. And in terms of the game today, how do you think you're going to go about to get the victory? Golden Grove, of course, coming off 12 wins in a row. They've got some very dangerous players, especially in the forward line with Lockie Pascal, 90 goals for the season. What's kind of the strategy to stop him and stop Golden Grove?
Yeah, obviously they've got some really good players, hence why they're here with us. So we've got some great players too, so we'll play our own game and we'll back the boys to get it done. Hopefully the ball doesn't get down to Lockie and we stop it quite early and yeah, kick straight today and we'll get it done.
And the coach, before the match, he would have been, during training throughout the week, what's been the message to come out here and put on a performance and again try and stop this momentum of Golden Grove, 12 wins in a row as I mentioned, and yeah, what's been the message to try and stop that?
Yeah, obviously our game's based around pressure, so we bring a bit more pressure than we did when we last met them. We'll be fine, I think, so it was just to do that, have fun, and yeah, I think we'll be fine down here.
Yeah, you've beat them earlier in the year here at home as well, undefeated at home. What's the reason you guys are always winning here at home?
Yeah, obviously we've got a good crowd, good supporter base down here. It's a tough journey to come down here, so a bit of fans getting around us. We play the ground pretty well, and yeah, we just play our game here. Awesome,
no, great answer. It's a massive crowd again, of course, here for this big clash. Couldn't find a car park for a few minutes, and that just shows how busy it is. But yeah, great work here at the club. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you're back out there very soon. It's been a pleasure chatting to you. Thanks for your time. And yeah, good luck to your team and the boys for Port District today.
Thank you.
Get a quick and easy low-rate car loan from Police Credit Union today.
New 氷結 Vodka, soda, and frozen natural fruit juice. Hello, yes.
We've been housemates for, what, nearly 4 years?
Yep, basically since I started my uni degree and you got your apprenticeship.
It's been really good. Like, it's the little things, you know? Like, one of us is always around to house it when the other goes on holiday. And one of us is always ready to help the other out of jam.
I don't know. Yeah, happen again. It's usually me. My HECS debt doesn't leave a lot of room for holidays or working transportation or food. But it's worth all the debt, right?
No.
But what about your debt?
Debt isn't a problem for me. I get paid to learn.
You belong in blue. Apply for a career with South Australia Police.
Qualifying final time here in the BTR Excavations Division 1 Adelaide Footy League, and we have an absolute blockbuster on the cards right here on Filming Footy. Myself, Jack Banwell, and Adam Jeffries and Jad Gosson on the boundary will be taking you through it. It's the reigning premier of Port District, the Adelaide Footy League Division 1, Port District, taking on the high-flying Kookaburras, who have won 12 on the trot, and for Port District, they're undefeated at home. Adam Jeffries, how excited are you for finals footy, mate?
Yeah, looking forward to this contest, no doubt, but are we allowed to talk about it, Jack? It is extremely windy here, and it's going to make it tricky for the players, not just the commentators, isn't it? So I feel like it's going to be a low-scoring arm wrestle. That could go either way today, for sure. Golden Grove can come here and win, but Port District's at home, haven't lost all season.
I'm sure the viewers can certainly hear that wind coming through the mic, and they could probably see our hair blowing around as well as we're sitting in the commentary box here at Country Living Homes Reserve. So we take a look at the finals bracket, and Golden Grove got a convincing win against St. Peter's last week, and they find themselves here against Port, who had the week off. And for St. Peter's, they've got to do it the hard way against a very, very quality Ross Trevor outfit. We'll have our eyes firmly locked on that one. But we will be very, very locked in here at Country Living Homes Reserve as the away team, Golden Grove, head out onto the ground. And there is stars littered all over this field today. Here come the home side as well. As we've touched on, they are undefeated at home in season 2025. They've got a big out, but they've also got some big ins as well, which will help their cause today as they look to go 3 from 3 here on their home deck. The C's and the B's both got up in their respective matchups earlier today. It's a big day here at Port District with the last game in front of their old club rooms as they move into a new home next year as well. So there's lots of fans here packing this to the rafters, and there'll be plenty of voice throughout. Adam, as we look into the run home for Port District, they had that slip up in round 18, but they were pretty safe and secure for that top spot from about round 14 onwards, weren't they?
Yeah, some pretty impressive results there. Some big wins. That round 18 game was interesting, wasn't it? They nearly cost themselves. If they'd lost by a couple more goals, might have found themselves in second position, but they're here now. They're rested. They got the week off. Had a sensational season. It was a tough competition this year to come out on top of it. Being the reigning premiers, we see a lot of reigning premiers struggle for motivation at times, but not Port Districts this year. Fantastic season. They are cherry ripe and ready to go for another premiership tilt.
Yeah, certainly agree. What premiership hangover is the question for Port District and for Golden Grove? I've got a little earmark here as some unfinished business in September. They had a barnstorming finish to the season last year and bundled out in an elimination final, didn't they, Adam? And they're looking to go 1 or 2 better this year.
Yeah, super impressive Golden Grove this year. Even look at that run home, just really smashing the teams at the bottom.
Very
just
much
too
so.
good. And then some narrow wins in amongst there too. It was at 12 wins in a row. remember calling their last loss out at Glenunga in round 6 or 7 it was.
7.
And yeah, we were speaking off air, weren't we, Jack? Like, super impressed with what Golden Grove have done. Like, they lost an elimination final last year, so they finished 5th. They don't have Josh Glenn or Lewis Johnson on the park, and they just look like a better team this year, don't they? Well-structured, well-rounded team. Talent obviously helps, but 18, 21, 22 blokes playing their role in a tough competition seems to be what they've found. So you can't be anything but impressed with Golden Grove. But like you said, unfinished business. They're not just happy getting on a winning run. They want to make the grand final, and they've got 2 opportunities to do it. Today's the first one.
Yeah, it certainly is. That 12-game unbeaten streak that we've been speaking about, it's an average of 45 points, the winning margin there, so they are just taking every side to the cleaners. As we look at the Port District lineup today, well, there's 4 people out from their round 18 clash, and of course they get the extra one with finals time. The changes are Denton, Liam Ferns, Hudson Angove, and Joey Haynes. The big one that jumps off the page there was a laid out last night with an ankle tweak, and Miller Carter, Jack Gaffney, Scott Lysett, that's the big in, and Nash Haynes as well, who's a very, very valuable role player. And Matt Rose come into the side for Port District. And you'll see today that Port District are going to be wearing a black armband. It's Josh Ramsey's senior assistant, Mark Ravenscroft. His mother passed away during the week, so sad time at Port District throughout the week, but they will rally around. Mark, and condolences go out to your family as well there, mate. As we look to the Golden Grove team lineup, just a couple of changes for them, a couple of laid outs over the last 24 hours. Josh Abel and Lamb Simon out of the team. And Kane Blades, number 19, and Noah McDonald in the 36. We'll see them slot into a wing and a half-back sort of area. Goodness me, there's some stars out on the ground for both teams as we see the captains come together for the coin toss. And we've got Jad Gosson on the boundary. He's got a keen eye on it.
Yeah, down here on the boundary, it's just doing the coin toss now. Looks like Port District might have won that one, but very small point. I'm not sure which way he pointed, but I'm sure he pointed to the right, whoever won, because the wind down here is extraordinary. It could be at least a 3, 4, 5 goal wind with how windy it is. Despite a nice day, 23, 24, 25 degrees down here, but no rain to speak of, just a lot of wind. We'll keep our eye on that, as you guys mentioned. That could play a big factor.
I'm not sure. It looked like to me Louis Sharrod pointed to the left, which I would be staggered if he did that. I'm sure that he'll go with the breeze early.
Yeah, agreed. We'll have to wait and see on that one as the guys run out to their positions. And speaking on that breeze, just who does the breeze favour, but I guess how's it going to favour the style of game that we're going to see today? Where's the ball going to be locked away at?
Yeah, well, obviously what it does, the main thing that it does, it inhibits your tall forwards marking the ball. It's super tricky to judge the long ball, but again, you don't want to be caught kicking the ball short on a windy day as well, Jack. So it is tricky for the players. Goal kicking is tricky for the players. Goals will be at an absolute premium here today. It's blowing right into our face here, so on your monitor, the ball will be travelling a long way to the right of screen, and you'll be aiming at that left goalpost, and it'll drift back nicely. But it sounds simple, but when it's so windy, Jack, the ball drop from your hand to your foot just gets impacted, so you'll see a lot of mistakes by foot. And what you've got to do is make sure you don't make them in the wrong end of the ground that can create a turnover straight away. So they've got to be super smart with that, don't they? But yeah, it'll keep the scores low. It keeps both teams in the game. Early goals as well, Jack, will be at a premium because I feel like if you're 3 or 4 goals down on a super windy day, it's hard to come back. But the only other factor I will say with Jack is the A-grade players are more skilled players than the B, so they will still push the ball into the breeze, and hopefully you'll see some scores to the left-hand end as well.
One thing I'm putting on watch today, Adam, is Port District and their slow starts, and conversely to that, Golden Grove and their fast starts. Golden Grove have led 16 out of 19 games at half-time this year, and for Port District's only 50%. So that's going to be a watch, isn't it?
Yeah, and coming off a bye, a lot of people ask about the week off when you're the top team. What it can do is it can impact the first 5 minutes now, where you just don't have that ground ball touch, and you're just a step off the pace. So we'll see what happens here as the players are lining up, and it does look like Port Districts will be going to the right of screen. Thank goodness. I thought Louis Sharrod pointed to go into the breeze there, Jack. I'm glad I saw things that weren't there.
Jad touched on the breeze. What do you reckon? 5 goals?
Yeah, potentially, but it's
massive.
that. But it's coming across the ground a little bit now too. So it's that strong that it's almost hard to play with as well. So you will see, watching at home, you will see a scrappy game of football, but you'll see a contested game of football, and it'll go to the final siren. 2 great teams here.
Yeah, it certainly will. In head-to-head matches over the last couple of years since Golden Grove have come into Division 1, 3 wins, 1 loss against Port, so 3 wins for Golden Grove, 1 for Port District. And both teams in close results this year, games decided by single digits. They are 2 wins and 2 losses. So it is super hard to separate this one. Port District undefeated at home, going for back-to-back premierships in Division 1, and Golden Grove going for 13 wins in a row. They haven't lost in 3 months. I wonder what's on Josh Ramsey's mind as the ball's about to be set aloft there. Adam, what do you reckon?
I reckon Josh Ramsey's pretty relaxed because he's got 2 premierships under the belt, right? I know as a coach that's a pretty good feeling. But of course he wants to get more and more. You don't get in this position all the time, but he'd be feeling pretty relaxed.
Umpire holds the ball up. Siren has sounded. Scott Lysette's into the team today, raring for a big one as Port District look to book their spot in back-to-back grand finals. They're away with the first clearance through Matt Rose. Jack Gaffney called out of it by Tommy Carter. He takes it, does Tommy Carter, got a handball. And as we called early on here, Adam, the play will be locked in front of our commentary position for the last parts of it, I think.
We said that pre-match, didn't we? But the breeze is blowing right at the cameras in the commentary box, so we'll see a lot of football close today.
The Ruckmen are going to have to set themselves in a little bit. Sam Gray lines them up. That looks okay, Sam Gray. Umpire signalled all clear.
Just judged that perfectly on the breeze, didn't he, Jack? Just like we spoke about in the pre-match. He just aimed it at the left post. What'll be disturbing for Golden Grove that he just really ran through unattended at a forward 50 stoppage. They'll be disappointed with that, but he's an interesting player, Sam Gray. Obviously, we think he's we think he's a gun player. What he does is he lights up September, Jack. He sort of cruises through the season. In the last few years in their premiership tilts, he goes bang bang in these games. A minute in, and he's kicked a goal. Great start.
Yeah, he was one doing the pre-match prep. I had on notice. I thought he's been a bit quiet of late, and he was a little bit down without his good mate Scott Lysette. Goalless in his last 5. We know he loves getting on the scoreboard, and that is the start he and his troops would have wanted. And it looks like he's unopposed at this second ball up here, so we'll have that on watch. Cavallaro with the clearance for the Kookaburras. A spiralling ball out of the midfield. Modest Thatch mops up. Gets a 1-2 from Matt Rose. Ball back inboard. It's going to float over the top of Mitch Payne. Jack Gaffney front and centre. And umpire's found a free. Not too sure what for.
I think it's coming back for a little bit of holding. No advantage paid, which I think was smart. All the players had stopped. He might almost be within range here, Jack, as well. That breeze is so strong. We'll see what he does.
Thought Sam Gray was maybe going to come through for a handball receive. You think he's going to put this to the hot spot, to the fat side, and let the wind drift it back? He does just that. Carpini got separation and held on.
Yeah, not the start Golden Grove would have wanted, wouldn't it? We thought they might come out fast. We talked about their fast starts and Port District's starting slow, but 2 entries. They were disappointed with that. That ball hung up there for a long time, and Carpini just judged the drop of the ball, the breeze. Smart kick in the end too, Jack. Not that one that could be punched over on the line.
Should put it through, Kenny Carpini. And that's just the start the doctor ordered for Port District.
Yeah, when it is a windy day, we said goals would be at a premium, and they've had 2 inside 50s and 2 goals. So well done to Port District, showing their class already. But yeah, Golden Grove a little bit sloppy defensively. Sam Gray, no one on him at the stoppage. Carpini, who's 5'8", taking a contested mark at the top of the square. So not what they would have drawn up, but there's still a long way to go in this match.
And just a bit of smarts as well, maybe from Modestat, just playing in front, mopped that ball up and got him going forward again, didn't he?
I think if you're a defender at that end of the ground, you're negligent if you're not playing in front. And he did that well. Golden Grove need a centre clearance here.
Lysette with a fist. Sam Gray unopposed, kick smothered. Robinson first on the scene. Gaffney head over it. Pittman, Cavallaro, gang tackle, holding the ball. So that'll be a Kane Horskins or Jake Pittman free kick. Long and direct, goes Pittman in the Slater direction. Ball bounces favourably for Slater, who can kick forward. Collins in a world of space. Snapping ball, how does it favour? Pascoe comes to ground. Bobbling around there. Modestat wrapped up, got a handball away. Nash Haynes into the team today. Manwell tries to mop up, head over it, dove on it. How does the umpire see it? Holding the ball.
There's a quick call as well. You can see how tricky that is. It looked like Pascoe almost would have had a chest mark, but the ball just dropped violently on him there as well. So super tricky for the players at the moment.
It's Alex Deinhoff with the footy, clears for Port District. It's going to go about 70 with this breeze. Off hands, ran past it to the Port District player, Cavallaro, time to steady. Xanthopoulos, rubber kick, mopped up by Carpenter. That's a neat ball down the line to Ferns, who spoils probably what he should have taken. It's going to go out of bounds.
See Ferns playing in that sort of key forward role again today. Jack, like I said, the one Achilles heel that Port Districts do have, they're not flush with tall forwards, are they? So look for Ferns to get involved as more of a key forward rather than a midfielder today.
They've got Sammy McKay perked up at full forward as well, don't they? Lysette with the fist down. Blades, defensive sweeper for Golden Grove. That's a dangerous ball, but found Mitch Payne, and they move it with lightning speed out to Cam Shenton on the outer side. He's got Benny Gould for company. Sam Gray's one we talk about that's a bit casual. Cam Shenton almost looks a bit like that as well at times, doesn't he? As he's pumped this ball inside 50. Bearwell to mop it up. Bounced over his head, tries to keep it alive. Lunging tackle. Pascoe. Rose.
Good transition
Miller Carter dumps Bearwell. He's going to have a shot, tight shot from the pocket.
You could probably argue there's no real need to do that, isn't it? It's a little bit soft, but you just don't need to do it.
Umpires played 25. Slater got dropped behind the footy.
This is exactly what we saw, like anyone that watched the AFL last night. If I'm a player, I'm not getting involved in it because all it's going to do is give an easy goal. It's soft, but it's technically there. The first one was definitely there, not sure about the 50. Well done to Banwell, gets on the score sheet. But it was good transition from Golden Grove though, wasn't it, Jack? It's super tricky into this breeze. You mentioned he took the risky pass on the turnover, but it got out the fat side, so that's a little bit of a risk and reward. And a good little nerve settler there for Golden Grove, Jack. Like I said, just started this game a little bit scratchy defensively, didn't they? 2 quick goals to Port Districts, but any goals to that left of screen today will be gold and priceless come the end of the day.
Judd Gosson on the boundary.
You guys are speaking up about the breeze, and down here that's all anyone can speak about is how windy it is, but a great vibe down here, a great atmosphere, and the stands are packed full of fans from both teams today.
I'm glad we're not the only ones complaining about the breeze, Adam. Everyone's got to deal with it. Lysette with another hit out. Blades on the wing. Did not dispose of that correctly, and umpire sees it how I did as well. Gaffney, Mitch variety with the footy. Pumps it long in the Ferns direction. Thatcher does that all day long. The best intercept mark in Division 1. Starts his day well. A searching ball to Collins.
That was a brilliant kick by Thatcher, wasn't it, into the breeze. And we got a 25-metre penalty. You called it. Thatcher is the best at that. He read that beautifully. Very impressive player is Thatcher at the back for Golden Grove. And we've got a 25-metre penalty just for a little afters after the mark was taken.
I thought that's a little bit stiff. It was probably Gaffney was contesting the ball, I reckon. But anyway, Collins forward, Rose in between 2, just slightly fumbled it. Pilkington, he's tough as nails. Dodd, handball forward. Modestach first there for Port, gets the arms free. Nash Haynes runs it over the line.
You'll see a lot of boundary throw-ins on that side of the ground. This ground's quite narrow for the viewers at home as well. It's not a big long wing out there, so as soon as that ball's not in the corridor, you'll see a lot of boundary throw-ins today.
Ball in here, Golden Grove territory. Banwell trying to crumb. Pilkington, taken high was he? Umpire said no. Tried to get low, but Lysette got lower. Dodd, left footer. Squaring pass. Davidson, fist over the line. Is that just maybe the wind playing a little bit of tricks there? Dodd's a beautiful left foot.
Yeah, like I said, it's the ball drop, isn't it? It doesn't matter which way the ball's going. The ball can do a lot of weird things from hand to foot. So you see it on that occasion.
Good patch here for the Kookaburras. Lysette, another hit out. 4 players over it. Does the umpire see anything?
He's paid. I think we've got a free kick here, have we?
We'll have to have a look at that one on the Dartfish replay. It's going to be Mitchell Slater. Looks like he's confident and going to grab the footy, and he does.
And that's one of those ones, isn't it? Get repeat
forward 50 stoppages, and those little free kicks can happen. Normally, you don't want to put the commentator's curse on. This guy's got a nice ball drop and a good set shot, Slater.
Yeah, for a big man, he's a great kick. It's going to be right into the teeth of this stiff breeze here in the west of Adelaide. Mitch Slater, and right on cue, Adam Jeffries.
Commentator's curse, sorry about that, Mitch. But yeah, super tricky into the breeze. A guy with a normally who's got a pretty good kick. Very tricky on the set shot to the left of screen today.
First blemish on the Kieran Hayaketsu scoreboard, and already we are 10 minutes into this one.
I had a Kieran Hayaketsu during the week. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen.
Good drop.
Yes.
Horskins, good out body there. Takes it on his chest. Hugs the boundary with his kick. And it's the most recent behind getter, Mitch Slater, with the footy. He's going to pump it long and strong. That's the order. Kicking to the left of screen today, I think. Just get it in deep.
I reckon that's a smart play as well, even to the boundary there. They've looked dangerous at those 450 stoppages as well, haven't they? They've had the goal and the free kick to the Slater before. So that's not a bad play. It gives your defenders a breather. With this quick transition on the breeze, this is your best bet for a score.
Another ball in here for the Kookaburras. Lysette grabs it out the ruck this time. Gets a handball. Mitch Gaffney to the running Ben Gould. Did he get a touch on that?
And we can see there's a little bit of afters. Lysette and Slater, I think it is. Just a little bit of by play, a little bit of acting.
Horskin, short ball inboard to Xanthopoulos. Labelled as prime Andrew McLeod during the week with his move to half-back. Adam, don't know what your thoughts are on that.
That's a big call.
Back to Horskins.
A local football version of Andrew McLeod, can we say that?
Yes, I think we can. Where does this one go? Little dart inside 50!
Mark taken.
Tomney. Sensational mark.
They've had a good patch here. They've had the last 5 forward 50 entries, Golden Grove, after a bit of a scrappy start. But again, these set shots from that pocket, Jack, will be really, really tough. But they've had some really good field position, and they've settled into this match nicely now, Golden Grove.
Declan Tomney with the football. Another one of these young up-and-comers that are plugging holes for Golden Grove. Will be one to watch for the future. In he comes. No score.
Totally missed everything there, so really, really tough for the players at that end of the ground.
Five-point margin. Halfway through this first quarter. And it's been a pretty entertaining one. Plenty of spite and by-play feel in this one.
Bit of afters around the ball. Keep an eye on the match-up with Lysette as well. You won't see everything on the screen, but they're certainly putting a little bit of body work into the big fella to start this match.
Two highly competitive teams in Division 1. You don't finish first and second for nothing. You don't be undefeated at home if you're not competitive on your home deck, and that's what Port District are. Carpenter tracking it back, selling a bit of candy, but boundary line beats him in front of Robinson, so good work by the big man.
Kicking into the breeze when you Golden Grove this quarter. It's about time as well, so they've gone about 10 minutes without scoring, Port District, so you know you're probably not going to win the quarter, but if you can limit the damage to a 2 or 3 goal buffer and then have the breeze at your back in the second, I think Golden Grove will be happy with that.
Ball in, about 60 from home for Golden Grove. Horskins, kick smothered, Sharrod, his first involvement today, wrapped up by Pilkington. Few patrons on the outside tucking into some Kieran Hayaketsu's, no doubt. Adam Lysette with the fist, tracked by Tomney. Ingram, handball to Pilkington. He's got time to steady and find Lenny Pascoe.
That's a beautiful pass inside 50. Now this guy is a good shot for goal. Now this, we'll see whether the breeze really can take this kick away from Pascoe. It was a beautiful little lead up to the pocket. Very, very nice pass inside 50 there too.
Just put it into the space, didn't he?
Oh, it was
for him to
beautiful.
run into.
Even I would have marked that, Jack.
Tight shot here for Lenny Pascoe in this breeze. Pushed it to the near side, does the big Len.
It's exciting though, isn't it, with a guy on 90 goals? Every time he goes near the ball, you can see even the hometown supporters, I think a lot of the competition are willing him on to that 100. It's going to be a tricky afternoon for him today, isn't it? It's not going to be a high-scoring game. Very, very tricky for the full forward. Can he get his name on the goal sheet 3 or 4 times? We'll wait and see.
Extremely. This Port District team are very stingy. The best defence in Division 1. And it's blokes like Liam Modestach who took it on the third attempt, but there was a couple of hands in it that are the unsung heroes for Josh Ramsey.
Just winning the contest at the moment, aren't they, Golden Grove? Port District with the breeze at their back have not come to half forward in some time.
Looks like Nick Collins is running with Cooper Gaffney today. We'll get Judd Gosson to watch that one with keen eye as the day progresses. Did a job on him in round 13 as well, Adam, so there's a bit of history there between them two. Last set, front position once again, Shenton. I'm pretty sure Tommy Javor's labelled Cam Shenton as the Six Panther.
I think he got banned from saying that last year, actually, as we see a free kick paid, and Port Districts might be able to clear finally.
Carpeny to Ferns. Both players missed the ball. Jack Gaffney got the handball. Louis Sharrett here with a bit of time. To the top of the goal square.
Downfield. Again, not a lot in that, is there, Jack? But now the players have to understand how the umpires are going to call it. They're going to pay those little ticky touchwood ones.
Smart by Louis, isn't it? Just to go down there.
Tom Gray will have the shot for goal from the pocket.
How good has this been been since he's come into the team? About 6 weeks ago. 16 goals for the year, Tom Gray. Left-hand goal post. Should see it sail back nicely. Hung it out there, but it didn't quite come back far enough.
Again, super tricky. We know we keep talking about it, but a skilled player, very, very difficult to get that ball dropped in the right spot.
I was actually chatting to Pascoe pre-game. I said it's a very tough breeze, but he said it can be a little bit deceiving. You can allow for it, and then it doesn't actually, nothing actually happens.
That kick,
so
we were right behind that kick, weren't we? And it didn't move.
It can play a bit of mind games with you, can't it? That's Sam Duke clearing for the Kookaburras. Off hands here, Carpeny. He's had a fantastic first quarter. Snapping ball back inside 50. Thatcher to mop this up for the Golden Grove momentarily. Duke harassed over the line, but ball stayed in. Umpires found a free. It's going the way of Jordan DeRizzi.
Not sure what that was for.
I thought I saw him signalling a throw. Maybe there was a Golden Grove throw in there, but anyway, Jordan DeRizzi's got the footy in hand. And he has good history against the Kookaburras. Kicked 3 goals in their round 13 encounter earlier this year. And he's got a keen eye for them. 12 goals won this year, Adam, as well. Just going to put that on record. Jordan DeRizzi.
And he's kicked that one.
Goal umpire does not move. Make that 13 goals won for the Dorito in season 2025.
Yeah, I didn't know that stat, 12 goals won. He just slotted that easily, didn't he? Goal umpire did not move. So low possession killer that guy could be today. If he can just get his hands on the ball 3 or 4 times inside 50. Very confident on the set shot. Just set it up the breeze nicely and back it came. So
Jad Gosson on the boundary.
So yeah, the wind is still windy, but it's not as consistent as it was at the start of the match. So it dies down for a half a minute and then comes back live. But another one to look out for. Joey Haynes, of course, not playing, but he's running the waters. So hopefully it's not too bad of an injury if he can run the waters out and help his teammates with a bit of a drink.
That's extremely
maybe
interesting.
maybe some instructions there as well.
On-field coaching, perhaps. Not a bad tactic from Port. Carpeny, another clearance for him. Nash Haynes, soccer off the deck in the vicinity of the recent goal kicker, but he just overran it. DeRizzi, Payne, tackled. Nash Haynes, Tommy Carter now on the left, little dart. This has been a good fight back here from Port, hasn't it?
Yeah, the last couple of minutes they've had all the play. As we see, even some more rafters going on after the ball. Obviously, with the umpires calling it the way they are, there's going to be a bit of acting going on today, Jack, but nice little lead up there by Tom Gray into the pocket. But again, he'll have the tricky set shot.
3-1, plays 1-2. And Mitch Payne's just coming for a spell. He's one who won't shy away from the contest. Tom Gray with ball in hand, hemmed in the pocket here at Country Living Homes Reserve. And that's 4 in the first for Port District. Making the most of this breeze.
Yeah, that was a nice set shot, wasn't it, by Tom Gray? Good confidence builder for him. He's playing that real deep forward, full forward role now. He's not going to have a lot of possessions, but he'll want to make them count when he gets them. Nice little lead up. And maybe that side of the ground's the better spot for the set shot, Jack, because that's just come back nicely. And yeah, Golden Grove had a dominance really for 10 or 12 minutes, only managed the 1 goal into the breeze. Port District's 4 goals from 6 entries, so they've been super efficient so far in this match.
Kieran Hayaketsu's scoreboard lighting up as we tick into red time in this first term. Noticing just Kenny Carpenter there on his own at this centre bounce. He's had a fair stack of the footy in this first quarter. Might need to put some attention into him later on. Gaffney this time comes away with it. Handball smothered, only as far as Carpenter again. Willing it forward for his team. Pittman got a handball out. Horskins, Blades kept it in front. McKelvey, lunging smother by Alex Dinoff. That's well done by the Hoff.
Great smother there by Dinoff. He's kicking into Pascoe one-on-one there, but not able to get there. Great smother, great finals footy. Those little 1%ers, Jack, that not all players do during the season, but you bring them out this time of year.
Seen him play half forward a lot of the year too, Alex Dinoff. So
played full forward at one point before Tom Gray came back as well, so versatile player.
Carpenter on cue once again. Slung as he kicks, so it forced a turnover. Jake Pittman. They've got the numbers down there, Port. It comes to ground. Tomney slapped it to himself. Got a handball away, only as far as Scooter Lysette. And Modestach clears. It's a 3-on-2 for Golden Grove. 2-on-2 now. Shenton tracking it back. Got it on the third bounce. That handball was ill-directed to Dobie. Tommy Carter. Handball over the top. Ferns picks up the scraps. Little dribbler! Through the goalkeeper's arms. And Jack Ferns salutes.
Made that look easy, Ferns. That was brilliant because he had to get it under the smothering hand, and through it went. Saw they made the error on the handball, Golden Grove. They just kept the ball alive here. Gray didn't take it, and Ferns really good pick up at ground level and then got it underneath the smothering player. Can we say that's an early contender for goal of the day? And most importantly for Port Districts, Jack, 7 inside 50s, 5 goals. Not something they've always been efficient at, but today, bang, gone inside and they've scored. They've put a little gap in the game now already, which is crucial. Golden Grove now, they just need to tighten up for the remainder of this quarter. They don't want that buffer to go out before they get their turn with the breeze.
We've seen them a lot of times have some territory, Port, but they don't make it count on the scoreboard. It's what they're doing so far in this qualifying final. Pittman held without it. Free kick for the High Five e-bike. Player of the year, Jake Pittman. Sensational year once again. Leading from the front as skipper. Xanthopoulos played on, wrapped up by Mitch Gaffney, who stripped him of the footy. His dart hit the ground. DeRizzi was clean though, and finds Jack Ferns. About 45 from home.
And he can kick this goal. He's 45 metres out with the breeze right at his back here, so he just needs to set it at that right post and back should come. Theoretically, this is the easiest shot, Jack.
In here comes Jack Ferns for 2 in a minute. It's not going to make the distance. DeRizzi marks.
Well, there you go. DeRizzi set that up, and then he's playing in front again. Don't want to put the commentator's curse on him. 13-1 for the season.
Going to kick from just at the top of the goal square. Jordan DeRizzi.
And there you go.
Oh, goodness me, he has missed it. He put it into the neighbour's backyard, so they might need a new footy as well.
Dodged a bullet there, Golden Grove. They
Big
really
time.
just need to hang firm here for this last 2 or 3 minutes. They got the centre clearance, didn't they? And then they tried to do a little bit too much. I'd be slowing the game down, going out wide. They may not score themselves here, Golden Grove, for the rest of this quarter, but they cannot allow Port Districts to kick another goal.
It's going to be Cam Shenton to bring the ball back in for the Kookaburras. 5-2, plays 1-2. An even 4-goal game. 23 minutes gone in this first term. Heading out to the outer side is Shenton to a one-on-one. Dodd and Sharrod. Sharrod did well to get a spoil down. Matt Rose coming through, trying to impact. Got a handball away. Jack to his brother Mitch Gaffney. Carpenter. Not sure what Mitch Payne's trying to fight for there.
I think he's trying to say it didn't go 15 metres, but once the umpire's decided that it has, I wouldn't be going too far because you don't want to give away a 50-metre penalty from this range. Good call by Johan Carpenter as well. Fast start to this game. He's normally a player that just bobs in and out of the game. Getting a little bit more on ball time today, and he started well.
He's been terrific so far in this first quarter. This would really top it off for him and his side. He should have the distance here with the breeze at his back at him. He's a crafty forward. He knows where the goals are. He's pushed it across the face, and Kane Blades marks. Doesn't have much to kick to. Hesitated 2 or 3 times and forced to kick long. Nice set, should mop this up. Robertson did well to bring it to ground. Dodd. Deinhoff now for Port. Scrubber kick forward. Jack Gaffney does get a touch on it and he sees it over the line.
Yeah, good part of the ground for Port Districts to have the ball in.
Cavallaro's just got a stinger on the wrist by the looks of it. We'll have to get you down there, Jad, to have a look at that one, mate. An update. Nice set, grabs it out the ruck. That was a throw. Umpire saw it as well. Dodd clears, and it's going to be out for full.
Doesn't look good for Cavallaro down there. He's in a fair bit of pain.
Yeah. Louis Sharrod now for Port. The skipper this year. Nash Haynes, Chisler, straight down the guts. Niskahus faked with the handball into Lysette. Ground just beats all. McDonald did really well for his first involvement. Gets the 1-2 to Pittman. Clears. Underneath it is Passanidi for Port. And they're going to change an angle once again. Cooper Gaffney has time to eye them up. Carpeny. This is some quarter of football Kenny Carpeny's playing.
Yeah, he's done the centre bounce and now he's drifted forward. It's his 3rd mark inside 50. And what do we got?
Silly. Mitch Payne was getting called back. Umpire was saying 14.
Got to say it, Jack, that's
Exactly
really not
silly.
smart play. That is, Carpeny's very unlikely to kick the goal from where he was. Just not what his team needed there. And his teammates are giving it to him as well. But that's all right, that's what happens.
Kenny Carpeny already kicked one today. He had a sider moments ago. Puts it through, does Kenny Carpeny, and that's 6 in the quarter for Port District.
Now after Golden Grove really almost dominated the field position and contest for 10 or 12 minutes, didn't they? They've just gone bang, bang late as well. 2 goals in the first 2 minutes, and now 4 late goals. So it is windy, and Golden Grove are going to get their turn down this end, Jack, but that is a very handy buffer in what we think might be a low-scoring final.
Jad Gosson on the boundary. You're in the thick of it, mate.
Yeah, an update with Cavallaro. He's got some ice on it, and now they're just strapping it up, but he's in quite a bit of pain down here. Can't even watch as they applied the ice on it, so doesn't look good at the moment, but they are strapping it up and hoping he can get back out there. We'll see.
They need Cavallaro back in the midfield badly, don't they, Jack? Hopefully that's just a stinger and we'll see him soon.
They certainly do. He's 4th for total disposals in the comp this year, so he's stepped up to the plate big time. Louis Sharrod now. Port go forward once again. Ferns charging at the footy, brought to ground. Carpeny. He eyes up the big ones. Kenny Carpeny, don't tell me. Blades lunging back on the goal line. Borderline concussion on the goalpost, saving a goal for his team.
If anyone ever asked why they put the pads on the post, that's exactly why. That was quite courageous, wasn't it, going back there? And he's a bit sore. Let's hope there's no concussion there and he might just be a bit winded.
It's going to be brought off Kane Blades, probably for an assessment, I'd say. He'd be a bit dazed after that, I reckon. His head went flush into the post.
Yeah, he's a little bit sore, but seems to be walking around the boundary line okay now.
That'll be another one to watch for you down there, Jad, as we approach quarter time. Verity, his first involvement.
They need more of that from him, don't they, Jack? It's a really good mark.
Straight down the guts. Pascoe didn't get there. It fell to his lap, though. Wrapped up by Haynes. Got a handball out. Banwell gets a side step. Tomney has time to steady. They need this, the Boroughs. And Declan Tomney's delivered.
That's exactly what they needed on the rebound there. The siren is imminent, but another goal into the breeze for them. And that's the difference with Verity getting involved in the game, Jack. We haven't really called him or seen him fly for a mark yet. but he gives them that outlet on the wing, which he needs to do. He's got a powerful kick into the breeze, Verity, we know that, and they caught him on the transition there, caught him on the hop there, Port District's defenders. I don't think they were expecting that ball to fly from one end to the other, so well done, Verity. Well done, Golden Grove.
Wonder if this game will continue to stay open like it is, Adam, or are we going to see a reduction in scoring? 6 goals to 2 in this first quarter. The scoreboard's lighting up.
Yeah, it's been entertaining. We'll know more about this game at halftime after Golden Grove get their turn with the breeze.
Quarter time is imminent here at Country Living Homes Reserve. Qualifying final here in the Adelaide Footy League. Dodd off hands, Ingram back to Dodd. In the Banwell direction. Going to be harassed by Nash Haynes, and he's seen over the line into the construction site.
Looks like Cavallaro might be okay. He's a little bit sore, but if he had a broken wrist or anything, he wouldn't be catching the football, so I think we'll see him again in the second quarter.
He's grimacing every time he does take the footy and handball on that left, so that's one to watch. See how long he lasts. Hopefully it's the whole game for Golden Grove.
Just need to hold firm here. Golden Grove cannot allow a late goal to Port Districts here. We know there's probably barely a minute to go. Just need to be strong defensively. I'm surprised I haven't maybe thrown a spare behind the football here.
Dodd fists it forward. Pilkington to Pittman. Back to Dodd. He's working himself into the game nicely. Nudged underneath. Verity collected the scraps. Kicked forward. Benny Gould bobbling around. He got harassed out of it. Modistach mowed down Slater.
Still a little bit of time here. If Golden Grove can find a free kick or get a goal here, it would be huge for them coming into the break.
Slater wins it down. Pittman chasing after it. Pilkington got a handball out. Dodd squaring footy. Bounce has stayed in.
They'll be happy with that area of the ground though, Golden Grove. They should lock the ball in here, maybe get a spare behind this stoppage. Don't allow a fast transition. Maybe sneak a goal themselves. It's been a long quarter, Jack, but we did lose a lot of time fetching the football out to the right of screen after a few behinds.
We did. Do they have something up their sleeve here? Moments away from quarter time. McKelvey overrun it out of bounds. I don't see anyone from Port District at the siren switch, so still might be a little bit of time left in this quarter. 8 goals, plenty of stoppages. Chase after a football. All in here for Golden Grove. Still time for a late one. Jack Gaffney wrapped up, tried to take on the tackler and got caught holding the footy.
Cavallaro back on the ground, which is great news for his team as well, and he inserts himself straight into the match. Don't mind him taking his time here. They don't want Port Districts to score or have much time. Can he thread the needle into the breeze, Jack? Would be an epic kick if he can.
Would be. He'd give some love to the fellas behind him in the crowd. Michael Cavallaro, been a star for the Kookaburras this year. Across the face, who can mark? No one, fisted through.
Need to make sure they set the defence up deep here, Golden Grove. Don't want to roll up too high and allow a ball out the back with the siren imminent here.
Four-goal game here. Qualifying final action on Filming Footy. Cooper Gaffney to bring it in for Port. Pumps it as long and as high and as far as he can. Thatcher with the spoil. Charges through. Cavallaro lays another tackle. He looks okay. Sheds it now with time. Sends it into their 50. Slater from the back will fly. Fell through his mitts. Modistach mops up. Handball was ill-directed. Slater followed up. Wrapped up Nash Haynes. And they've done well to keep that inside 50, haven't they?
They've had a good little patch here for a couple of minutes, Golden Grove. I said if they could sneak a goal, Jack, would be huge for them. They'd certainly take a 3-goal deficit with the breeze in the second quarter.
Who's going to be on the move at this stoppage? Lycett and Slater both flopped to the ground. That's what I ended up watching. I was looking for the umpire to pay a free.
A lot of gamesmanship from both teams at the moment. The umpires have showed a willingness to pay some free kicks, so it's only natural for the players just to put a little bit of mayo on some of it.
Cavallaro on the end of this one. Snapping ball, it's high. Does it have the journey?
Wow.
It does!
He absolutely flushed that, Jack. 45 metres out into the breeze. And have we got a siren here? We must have had a siren as well. So right on the siren, for Cavallaro. Epic goal on the siren. They'll take that, Golden Grove. 3-goal deficit with the breeze at their back.
6-3-39 plays 3-3-21. It's quarter time action here on Filming Footy in the qualifying final. Stay tuned. Second quarter will be right back after this.
Get a quick and easy low-rate car loan from Police Credit Union today.
New 氷結 Vodka, soda, and frozen natural fruit juice. Hello, yes.
We've been housemates for, what, nearly 4 years?
Yep. Basically, since I started my uni degree and you got your apprenticeship.
Yeah, it's been really good. Like, it's the little things, you know? Like, one of us is always around to house it when the other goes on holiday. And one of us is always ready to help the other out of jam.
I don't know. Yeah, happen again. It's usually me. My HECS debt doesn't leave a lot of room for holidays or working transportation or food. But it's worth all the debt, right?
No.
But what about your debt?
Debt isn't a problem for me. I get paid to learn.
You belong in blue. Apply for a career with South Australia Police.
Quarter-time break here, a 3-goal lead to Port District, and their huddle are relatively happy. They want a little bit more communication if they can for their defenders, and just to make sure the Golden Grove don't get those marks. And as for Golden Grove, they're also not too upset having only a 3-goal deficit with this huge wind advantage that they did not have in that first quarter. So down here, good vibes all around, and a very interesting second quarter coming up soon.
Andrew, we'd like to thank our sponsors for bringing you today's finals footy broadcast on Filming Footy. High Five e-bikes, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, Custom by RTC, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Dartfish, Archies, and of course Filming Footy. Scores are 6-3-39, plays 3-3-21. We'll forgive our producer Hugo for making one mistake in his life. The margin is 18 points, the margin the way of the reigning premier. They had a massive breeze in that first quarter. If you have just joined us, there is a howling breeze to the right-hand side of your screen, and they put it on the scoreboard 6-3, and Golden Grove did well, kicking a goal right on three-quarter time to bring that margin to 18 points. Kenny Carpenter was the star of the show in that first quarter, wasn't he, Adam? Who else did you like their play from?
Yeah, good call by you on Carpenter. Like I said, he doesn't always stand out, does he? He just bobs in and out of matches, but he had an epic first quarter, inside 50 and around the ball too, so well done to him. He's had a fantastic start to this match. If I'm Golden Grove, I'll be pretty happy to kick 3 goals 3 into that breeze. But what Port Districts did, their first 7 entries, they kicked 5 goals and have given themselves a handy little buffer, but Coach Ramsey won't be excited by it. We'll know more about this match at half-time, won't we? But I'd rather go with the breeze first and get the score on the board, and now the pressure's on Golden Grove to defend, not allow goals into the breeze, but they've got to kick accurately when they get the ball down to Pascoe and company. So it's going to be, Jad's call, very, very interesting second quarter coming up as the breeze just dies down for a second. We'll see what happens, but it's still very, very strong.
Very, very intriguing second quarter coming up here on Filming Footy. Just a quick one, I think we might be able to get more of an idea in this second quarter where Port District are defending against the breeze, or with the breeze. Not sure how to describe it, to be honest, but do you reckon they missed Joey Haynes?
Oh, of course you're going to want Joey Haynes in your team, but it's not a day for chipping the ball around the back half either, so maybe that's why they called, just to give him a bit of a rest in case they need him next week and obviously the week after.
Goal kickers in that first quarter was Kenny Carpenter with 2 goals. He had a stack of the footy through the midfield as well. Sam Gray, Jordan Derizzi, Tom Gray and Jack Ferns all with singles. And all signals for Golden Grove, Banwell, Tomney and Cavallaro. Second quarter here on Filming Footy. Qualifying final. The winner today has one hand on the Premiership Cup in 2 weeks' time. The loser has to go through the hard way against either Ross Trevor or St. Peter's Old Collegiate. So we'll get you a score update at halftime with that one. Keep your streams locked into this one. It'll be an absolute blockbuster. Port get the first clearance forward against the breeze this quarter. Tom Carter battling for front position. It's that man again, Carpenter. Sells a bit of candy, turns inside, chiseling ball to Jack Gaffney.
What a brilliant start by that man. We sung his praises at quarter time, and in the first play of the second quarter, he gathers the ball, steps inside, and absolutely does a little chiseler into the breeze. So great little start here. We've said it a few times though, Jack, hasn't it? It's a very, very difficult set shot for goal at that end.
Interesting to see that Mitch Payne started on the pine in that second quarter with a couple of ill disciplinaries from him. He'll respond. Jack Gaffney now, we're right behind this on Filming Footy. Hangs it out to the left, and it stays there. That could have been the perfect start for Port against the breeze. Not to be. Shenton to bring the ball in for the Kookaburras. Goes straight down the guts. McKelvey and Gaffney in a one-on-one. Gaffney got the fist in. Miller Carter got a handball forward. The breeze took that another 5 metres. McKelvey, Collins over it for Golden Grove. Mitch Gaffney probably held without it. Umpire is circling, holding the ball.
And Carpenter's got the ball again.
With another dart as well. Cavallaro drops in the hole. Intercepts for the Kookaburras, and they want to change the angle straight away. Pittman, they've got one out, and it's Tomney. He kicked a nice running goal in that first term. Goes long, Pascoe hasn't read it. He's flooding back to goal, and Nash Haynes didn't know what was coming, held on.
Yeah, you're right. Pascoe was hoping they'd get that one extra possession, then he could lead up, but the hurried kick after Tomney dropped the mark ensured the easy turnover mark.
Balls with one of their elder statesmen, Matt Rose, to another elder statesman, Louis Sharrod. Matt Rose definitely needed that week off, didn't he? He's back into the side today. Hurt his calf in round 17, I think it was. Dienhoff now for Port. With a bit of a pie, 15-metre pie to Davidson. Eventually found him. Turned inboard, didn't like what he saw, so he's going to go down the line. Gaffney will fly, and he'll hold on. Really great mark. They can turn and go forward here. Port floated out the back to Tommy Carter. Carpenter is on if he wants to take it.
Needs to find one more short pass here.
Goes in the direction of Sammy McKay. Ball come to ground. Payne head over it. So did Lysette. Mitch Gaffney got hands free. Niskahus now got a handball. Sam Gray, how will this bounce? Favourably for Noah McDonald, who's camped on the goal line. Kick put his teammate under pressure. He got it back. Cavallaro wrapped up. And that's a win for Port District.
Yeah, good pressure by them. I'm sure the Kookaburras would love to have maybe just got a quick kick out and cleared the area. They've got a good forward structure ahead of the ball here. Get the ball out of that dangerous area.
This is where Lysette goes to work. Puts it down Niskahus' throat. He got a kick away. Not far though. Shenton with time and composure. Ingram now. Just thumps it out of the area to a 2-on-1. It come to ground. but Gaffney did sensationally well to keep it in front. Niskahus took it on the second attempt. Nash Haynes. Benny Gould, left foot up, hugs the boundary line. Carpeny, come to ground, out of bounds.
Just dominating the territory here at the moment. Port District's just winning all the ground balls and 50-50s. But no damage done so far.
5 minutes gone in this second term. Last set, grabs it out the ruck, got a handball straight away. It's bobbling along the ground now. There's plenty of players trying to still draw free kicks, isn't there, Adam?
Yeah, the umpire showed their hand, so like I said, only natural for the players, just put a little bit of mayo on.
Ball's out of bounds now. Carpeny wanted the last touch.
Cavallaro saw again.
I think they're going to get it. Looks like Sam Gray's going to take possession. Lackadaisically, as always, from Sam Gray.
Just chilling. He'll probably slot it.
So we saw the first set shot in this second quarter. The ball was hung out to the left, but it didn't work across, so it's going to have to get some purchase on it. It's going to just fall short of the goal line. Through for a minor score. 2 behinds in this second term for Port. And they hold a 26-point advantage.
Expect a long kick out down the centre here. And away they go.
And it's one thing that Port District are accounting for as well. Modestach is playing the deepest man on the ground. Just trying to account for Golden Grove's lightning ball movement. Miller Carter took a very, very good intercept mark, and now it's with Cooper Gaffney on this near side. A dart inside 52. Who else?
It's 5 in, yeah, Carpeny again. Wow, he's having a
headaches.
Yeah, that's 5 inside 50s to 1 for the quarter for Port District's going into the stiff breeze. So just haven't been able to win any contests in the middle of the ground so far, Golden Grove, and penetrate. Again, no damage done. We've said it a few times. This will be a tricky shot for goal. But this is a guy that can punch the ball in as well. So we'll see if he can punch it in low into this breeze. Aiming at his 3rd goal of the day.
Can I follow you through?
He's going to have to kick it all of 50 metres into this wind to clear the goal line.
Yeah.
Kenny Carpeny. Across the face. Through for a minor. They're peppering. 6-6 now. 3 behinds for the term. Verity now has it on the junction. I've got plenty of numbers back here, Port. He sees something he likes, and it hasn't hit the target. It's going to find Robinson, though. Pilkington streaming through. Carpeny intercepted. Shrugged off Horskins with a dart. And he was dumped after he kicked it.
Got to say, it's an amazing decision by Verity to go short into the corridor there when he's got 2 big forwards up the line. As we see again, a little bit of afters and a little bit of acting.
They paid a 25 there. Pilkington dumped Carpeny and he went down and the umpire bought it.
But this has all come back through, like I said, we spoke in the pre-match about Golden Grove putting those kicks away. I'm not really sure what Verity's seeing there. Even if he hits the target, they gain nothing. They need to clear the ball out of their D50 here, and he's gone short, and back it's come.
It's with Dorizzi now. Kick from 30. Kicked one in the first term. This will be a real dagger.
It's through.
The wind took it late, but it did sail through, so Jordan Dorizzi has 2. And Port District are causing Golden Grove some headaches in this second term.
Yeah, they're in a bit of strife here now, Golden Grove. There's still plenty of time left in the second quarter where they can use the breeze. But yeah, they've only had the 1 rusty entry for this whole quarter so far. So Districts have dominated the field position, stoppage, intercept marking. And then again, Golden Grove haven't set up for that long ball to clear the ball out of the area, get some field position, give their defenders a breather.
Jad Gosson on the boundary was just going to hit you up, mate.
No worries. Yeah, Kane Blades came back on the field after his big collision with the post, so good to see he's good to go. And Pilkington came off straight away, got taken off straight away by the coach because of that mistake, giving away the extra 25. He's not happy on the bench. He's trying to calm down a bit.
Yeah, I'll get you to keep an eye on that as the day progresses, mate, if they are sort of a bit upset about some of the ill discipline that we've seen so far in this game, a couple of 25s, so
Now
we'll just get you to give us an update on that one.
Might have a blood rule on Pittman here as well, which is exactly what they didn't need because this guy's the centre bounce maestro. So the old blood on the knee is not what footballers like coming off the ground for. I'm sure they'll patch him up real fast.
Pilkington's just come back on the ground for him. That is, of course, your High Five e-bike player of the year, Jake Pittman. He won't be happy with what he's seen from his players in this second term. Sam Gray clears for Port. Great mark, Kane Horskins. Looks inboard straight away at him. Finds Verity. And they've got another runner, and that's Thatcher. Collins is working for him, but Thatcher invited pressure, dropping the mark. Verity's mowed down straight away. They're under the pump here, Golden Grove. Thatcher's hemmed in. Got to kick away. Sharrod should mop that up, but it fell through his mitts. Gaffney's there to clean it up. Miller Carter with a spearing pass. Come to ground. DeRizzi didn't hold on. Ingram, great tackle. Got a handball out. It's a 2-on-1 down there. Thatcher underneath it. Gray on all fours. How does the umpire see it?
Yeah, just my opinion only, of course, but strange play by Golden Grove this quarter. They seem to want to maintain possession in the back half when it's now 8 inside 50s to 1 with the breeze at their back.
Robinson won the tap down. Ingram head over it. Gang tackle. 27-point margin, Adam.
Yeah, they don't want to concede another one here, Golden Grove. I said they've still got 15 or so minutes with the breeze, but 1 inside 50 for the term so far.
Ball comes out. It's about 60 from home for Port. Mowed down was Passanidi. Good tackle by the number 1 tackle forward in the comp for Golden Grove. Last set, got a handball out. Dwyer now. Rose dumped as he went to kick.
That's a brilliant tackle. He's obviously fired up after coming off the ground. For a little chat with the coach. That's what you like to see from your players, though. When you have a little chat with the coach, you don't get angry about it. You go back and get one back for your team. Great tackle there on Rose.
It's a fierce competitor, Pilkington. Falls to Gray. Got a handball out. That was very slight. Almost looked like a throw, didn't it? Passanidi on all fours. Rose got a kick. Gray didn't have it. Umpire didn't see it. Ball spills out to Ferns. Got a handball. Sharrod. It's hot in the kitchen. Gang tackle. Got a handball out. Thatcher mops up and they're away. Collins. Banwell going to get run down. Niskahus. Collins again. Tried to run through 2. That should be a ball up.
Again, great pressure by Port Districts. Golden Grove again maybe could have got a quick kick forward to clear the congestion, but Port District's not allowing them any time and space at the moment.
What can Grove conjure up here? Not much. It's cleared for Port. Payne smashed by Ferns. Ball comes out. Dobie. Verity running back with the flight. Good mark. They change the angle once again. Cavallaro can't play on. Umpire pays 25 for that. So Gray was just a bit overzealous there, wasn't he?
Clever play by Cavallaro during that.
You saw him brace for it, didn't you?
Yeah, he's got to go long and strong here, though. They need a deep entry.
He does. Slater's on the move. Modestach beats him. Did that go out on the full?
Yeah, I think he's accidentally kicked that out. Again, I think it's a Banwell with the football now. Needs to hit the top of the square and they need some field position, lock the ball in.
It is. Pascoe's leading boundary side. That's where it goes. Spoiled by Sharrod and he runs away with it. It kicks a floater, only as far as Verity. He changes the angle once again. He sees Shenton. Gould does extremely well. Gets a fist in. Port District runner there, very close to the action. Didn't get involved. And Shenton just corrals that one over the line.
Again, only my opinion, but Verity again, just obsessed with the sideways pass. Not giving the Port District's defenders too much to worry about by going there. Even if Shenton marks the ball, it just allows more players to come back.
Ball in here, about 80 from home for Golden Grove. Last set, nudges Robinson under it. Handballs, Tomney took the tackler on. Holding the ball. Well done, Harry Dwyer. Short ball back inside. Matt Rose. They move it through hand now. Nash Haynes loves a running bounce. He's normally a good user. Great fist, Aidan Thatcher. Golden fist.
He's been good today, Thatcher, hasn't he? As he is most weeks. One of the better defenders in the Adelaide Footy League.
I wouldn't have thought 14 minutes gone in this second quarter, Golden Grove would be goalless with this 6-goal breeze. Shenton taps down, Ingram, sorry. On all fours. Handball was burrowed out. Kept in. Xanthopoulos. Banwell in amongst 4. Brought to ground. And Ingram eventually brought over the boundary line.
They'll be wrapped with this though, Port Districts, won't they? They've soaked up 15 minutes. Even if Golden Grove do go forward and kick 2 or 3 late in this quarter, they'll have a lead at half time and the breeze they're back in the third quarter.
Knocked forward from the throw in. The ball's hugging the boundary line. It's come out now. Angle is changed once again. Horskin's under pressure. Gould did extremely well. There's plenty of players around it. It's hot in the kitchen. Gould with the back feed. Nash Haynes. Back to Gould. Back to Haynes. Now he sees something he likes. Come to ground from Thatcher. Looked like he wanted the free there for front on contact. Didn't get it. Got a handball. Port District stopped. Pilkington cleared only as far as Gaffney. Last set. Hezzy one way, 2 ways. Got a handball out. The breeze has just picked up now. Passanidi says, I'll get it into the forward line, boys. This is how you do it. And no one got a touch on it. So it'll be a ball in for Golden Grove.
Great pressure being applied here by Port Districts. They're just turning over every ball and pumping it back in. They've only scored 1 goal for the quarter themselves, but they won't mind because they've soaked up now 16 minutes without allowing Golden Grove to score a goal.
They've been resolute in their defending, haven't they, Adam, so far? Dobie forced to go long. Verity, he's starting to impose himself, taking some grabs, hasn't he? Collins now arches the back. Pascoe in a one-on-one against the experienced Davidson. Blades, Slater's on. McKelvey runs onto it. Puts it wide. He had Slater on there for a handball.
Better transition that time though. You're right about Verity. It is good to see him getting his hands on the ball. He's had numerous possessions playing on that far side wing this quarter. Get the ball in quickly. One thing Pascoe doesn't get kudos for, he's a very good ground level player. He does get to the ball quickly and give the quick hands up to the runner.
He is.
But not able to finish on that occasion, but better transition. They need to lock the ball in this half of the ground now.
Gaffney, I dare say, will kick the big scooter last set. Bring into contest. Ball's come to ground. Niskahus stayed down. They're out here. It's Niskahus. Hacks it off the deck. Didn't get much purchase on it. Pittman has time, and that's coming straight to us. It really did. Geez, I don't have it anymore, Adam. I normally eat them up.
I would have marked it if it came to me.
I nearly did. It slipped through. Benny Gould inbound for Port. Last set comes to ground. Gaffney, ball's hugging the line. Good smother by Mitch Payne.
Plenty of action here. Give Tom Robinson a bit of kudos as well. He's worked hard against Lycett, hasn't he? Lycett hasn't really had his usual impact in this match so far.
He averages 8.5 clearances last set. It's extraordinary numbers for the big man. And right on cue, he's probably going to get one here. Although it went 4 metres, they're away here, Port. Passanidi, Sharrod, Shenton smashes him. Pittman now. McKelvey had the handball, opted to kick. Slater didn't get there, and it was Alex Deinhoff with a great mark.
Been all right, Deinhoff across half-back, hasn't he? I feel like it's a bit of an unfamiliar role for him, but he's been good so far.
The Hoff goes down the line, slightly inboard, and Shenton just stood there and held on.
That's the way.
And that's what Adam Jeffries wants. Give Pascoe the one-on-one. It's come out the back. Through for a minor score off hands.
Not the perfect kick on that occasion, but they've got the field position and they can cause a turnover from this spot. Really good play by Shenton.
Gaffney once again to last set. Over his head. Duke keeps it in. Time to eye up what he likes, and it's Collins. Good spoil, Gaffney.
Yeah, well done by Gaffney. That's a good body spoil in the end. Couldn't get his arms up. He's not a tall man, but not just a ball user, Gaffney is. He's a really courageous defender at the same time. Good body spoil
He's
there.
tough as nails, isn't he, as a defender as well. He puts his body on the line week in, week out. Pittman trying to get on the move here. Dodd doing the rucking for Golden Grove. Pittman lays the tackle on Gray. Niskahus clears. McKay on the second attempt, held on. That's what Josh Ramsey would want from the big man, wouldn't it, Adam? Dodd ghosting in there for the spoil. With a bullet, Cavallaro.
Yeah, good spoil there by Dodd, wasn't it? I thought Port Districts were going to clear that pressure, but they're just having a little purple patch here, Golden Grove, but need to put a couple of goals on the board before half-time.
If not a couple, at least this one.
Just
At
asking
least
the
this
crowd
one.
for a bit of advice. Where should I hang it out to?
He loves the theatre of the game. Cavallaro kicked a great goal on quarter time. He's got the class. It's coming back, trying to. Just pushed it out, and he liked it. He was getting ready for the celly, wasn't he?
Yeah, he struck it nicely, just didn't come back far enough.
Sam Gray would be having none of that. So that's 3 behinds now in the quarter for Golden Grove to 1 goal 3 for Port. So just about bang even.
They haven't hit the scoreboard yet, Golden Grove, but it's much better play getting in long and strong, giving their defenders a breather and being able to set up a grid behind the ball. As the ball will drift out on the full again, will it? Ooh. Yeah, umpire's saying that was touched. Maybe a bit stiff there, Golden Grove. Looked like McKay touched it as he was sitting on the bench with the Golden Grove players.
He was made to earn that one, wasn't he? Sam McKay. Slater rucking now against Lysette. Ball's come out, Gaffney sweeping. Taken over the line by Collins. Just gone up a notch, hasn't it, here in the last 10 or so minutes, Adam?
Yeah, they're just maintaining their pressure though, Port Districts. They don't have the field position now, but Golden Grove can't really find any time and space.
What can Slater do in the ruck here? Shenton, third man up. Falls to Collins, he's kept it in front. Can he get it to a teammate? Cavallaro in and under. Got a handball away. Carpeny ridden by Collins. Ooh. Golden Grove fans screaming for holding the ball.
Good umpiring though. Just didn't quite have enough prior for mine. Just lifted, haven't they, Golden Grove? But they just can't get that goal that they desperately need to just get a little bit of confidence going.
Not enough noise of affirmation away from home. Dodd, third man up. Pittman. Pascoe on all fours. It's come to him again. Got a handball. Pilkington. This would set the crowd up. And they're still quiet.
Again, good ground level play by Pascoe, firing out the handball for the shot for goal, but just couldn't quite get it through.
Jad Gosson on the boundary.
Yeah, the Golden Grove bench are a lot more happier with the last 5 minutes or so. They are playing a bit more to the style of this match, and it's working so far. Also fascinated by that matchup of Collins and Gaffney. Very interesting to watch them all around the ground.
McKelvey kick smothered as he took on 2. Ball is dragged in. That's the call from the Golden Grove fans. Once again, the umpire's not buying.
Yeah, you see the umpire signaling he thought the Golden Grove player dragged that in as well. Really pressing hard here, putting Port Districts under a fair bit of pressure. Won't be a long quarter though, will it, Jack? Just the 1 goal so far this quarter.
Agreed. 23 minutes gone on the Kieran Hayaketsu scoreboard. McKay spoiled on the 3rd attempt. Carpeny's away. Tommy Carter flicked over the top to Ferns. Smashed over the line by Thatcher.
This is a really intense defensive battle now, isn't it? Both teams have really condensed the field. There's no time and space to get any sort of clean disposal away.
This is finals footy at its absolute finest. 2 high quality teams battling off for a spot in this year's decider. Not long left in this second term. Gray clever with the body. Flicked over to Niskahus, who flicked it to a Golden Grove player. Payne now, they've had to retreat. Pittman, Blades is all on his own in the middle of the ground. Little short one to Verity, but it's missed him. Miller Carter doesn't drop those. Long, Adam? Long?
Yes, please.
That's what Adam wants. Normally what Adam wants, Adam gets. It's a great kick by Shara to Ferns. right in front of the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard. Carpini in a one-on-one. It's brought to ground. Cleaned up by Cavallaro. I thought the umpire signalled throw, but he signalled play on. Horskins had time for a bounce. Shenton hands to Pittman. Another handball. Dodd. Verity. Adams says kick it. They do. Pascoe.
Yeah, well done. That's the beauty of Verity. When he gets the ball, he's such a good field kick. He's got a bit of Tex Walker about him. He's a beautiful field kick. That's why I wasn't sure why he was going sideways with all his possessions early. But he's had a really good quarter. He's had 8 or 9 disposals, playing on the wing. Pascoe's first real look at it this quarter. Looking at goal number 91 on the season. But more importantly, his team desperately needs it. Call it home, Jack.
Desperately do. 23 points down. Yep. Make that 17. Lenny Pascoe finally has his first. Nearing half-time.
Yeah, good build up there by Golden Grove. Don't mind the handball when they're facing away from goal, but as soon as they had a player facing goal, went in long and strong to the dangerous area. Pascoe's always going to have the forward craft in those plays to get in front. And more importantly, Dead-Eye Dick from 40 out in the windy day. Had a good little patch here, Golden Grove. Jack, if they could just find one more goal before half-time, she'll be game on. Right now, it's a good little buffer down to Jad on the boundary.
Yeah, just wanted to mention Verity once again, great kick there, but also he's 6th on the ladder for the top goal kickers with 34 for the season. So Pascoe and Verity in the top 6, very dangerous Golden Grove attack on display against once there.
Certainly, and throw in Slater. It's a 3-headed monster for any opposition team, and Verity's resting forward now. Cavallaro couldn't get a hand out. Sam Gray dragged that in smartly.
Good battle between Cavallaro and Sam Gray, isn't it? A little bit. Imagine you'd love to have a microphone on those two.
Oh, it'd be brilliant. Sam Gray loves the battle. Kicked forward. McDonald did well. Spun out of a jam. Just missed Dodd.
Yes, he got a touch, so they won't get the relieving free kick.
That's probably 1-1 there. Golden Grove thought it was out on the full, so did Louis. Sharrod.
Won't be long to go here. Golden Grove need a quick clearance here. Try and get one more goal before half-time, and she'll be game on.
And even 18 points, the margin. 7-6 plays 4-6. Miller Carter underneath it.
Don't think he'll do anything silly and switch the ball here.
He's been good today too, hasn't he, Miller
Yeah, he's
Carter?
taken 2 or 3 intercept marks in this quarter alone.
Just going to go long. No fuss footy here from Port. Blades underneath it. It's come out the back. It's with Payne. Shenton has time. Blades has time as well. It's audacious, but it's found Dobie. Straight up the guts to Shenton. Trying to shift the defence. McKelvey's out on Passanidi. Passanidi did sensationally well. Just held his position, didn't he?
Great mark. Just needed a ground ball there, Golden Grove. They had the numbers at their feet, but couldn't get it. Cavallaro has taken the intercept.
He has. He's turned inboard to your man, Verity. Puts it on the boot. Pilkington and Haynes. Haynes normally good in a one-on-one. Again, a good example. Kept it in front. Passanidi burrowed in. McKelvey.
Well umpired there. I thought he avoided the head-high contact really well there, Robinson. Good umpiring. Late chance here for Golden Grove. Won't be long to go.
No one standing at the siren switch, so it's all for keeps now. Late in this second term, McKelvey holding on to it. Pittman got it out. Umpire did just blow the whistle before Pittman run away with it. Watch Payne here. He might go third man up on the back of this stoppage. Negative. So an entertaining second quarter, albeit slightly low scoring. 7-6 plays 4-7. Port District hold a 17-point advantage here. Half-time. Qualifying final action here on Filmic Footy.
Get a quick and easy low-rate car loan from Police Credit Union today.
New 氷結 Vodka, soda, and frozen natural fruit juice. Hello, yes.
We've been housemates for, what, nearly 4 years?
Yep, basically.
You belong in blue. Apply for a career with South Australia Police.
Hello guys, I'm here with John Charles, the Club Secretary of Port District Football Club. Thanks for joining me, John.
Thanks, Jed. Really appreciate it.
Awesome. So just tell us a bit about your role here at the club as a secretary. What does that involve?
Well, a fair bit, to be honest. I've often said to people, if I was not my employer, I'd sack myself right now. Look, I'm here often. It's a love of the club, love of the game, honestly. I've been involved. My son's been here, my grandfather's been here, my father's been here. But look, it's really rewarding to see where we're at now. Like, we're successful on the ground. We've got a new club room getting built right behind us.
Yep.
And it's a lot of hard work by, and not just myself, volunteers, the whole committee. It's a great effort for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually going to ask you about the club rooms, of course. How big of an impact will they make to the whole club, but also the community here in this area?
Oh, look, you go back, the existing one here was first built in 1939 and added on over a period of time. It started off just a brick shed, but at that stage it was pretty well renowned in the area. From then on, we just added on, and we just burst the seams. So look, a new facility, modern facility, it's going to be great for the club, for football, for cricket, and for the wider community as well. Like, you know, weddings, parties, anything, we'll have them for sure. So really looking forward to it. On track, looking February, March next year. Hopefully round 1 game next year. We'll see how the draw comes out, but really looking forward to it.
No, awesome, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be great here. It's a big, fancy new club rooms. But what are some of the features of it, if you know, or what's some of the things you're looking forward to?
Look, it does coincide with a new electronic scoreboard, which you'll shoot across the other side there behind TF Transport sign. That scoreboard will be the same size as the one over there now. The screen will be magnificent, but we'll be able to have during summer movies on here, so the cricketers will be able to fundraise, the community will come down to popcorn nights. The club, as I said, for functions, will be able to host and highlight everything for the community. You know, if you're having a function during a week, whether it be board meetings or something from down the sub base, coming down and use our facilities would be awesome. We're going to have 2 home change rooms, 4 away change rooms. Will be great for the women's footy as well. So often we have a women's game after the men's game Saturday afternoon. And also for juniors, so don't disrespect them. The juniors will love it as well.
For sure. Yeah, and this club is built off the junior program. You'll see how successful you've been recently, and also on that women's team, you've got that one recently, but you've already been successful. You won a premiership this season.
Yes, second season in W3. So great effort by the girls. Mark Moody, our coach, he's now overseas and having a great time. But great award for effort. They really have done a great job for the club. The girls, we sacrificed on our own team to make sure the women's played. And that's rewarded us. They reward the club, reward the fans. It's really great.
Awesome, yeah. And you got plenty of big sponsors here. A lot of crowd here today for this massive clash as well. And it's some of the sponsors. Do you know some of the people you'd like to shout out?
Oh, geez, you can't go past Country Living Homes, New Med Pharmaceutical, Rainwise, the Palais, BR Engineering. There's a multitude, and we're really, really grateful for the sponsors going to be behind us. Without them, we'd be nothing. Honestly,
yeah,
really
sounds
great.
good. No, awesome. You've been successful on the field and now off the field, growing with the women's, the juniors, as you mentioned, and it's fantastic here. Can't wait to come back to the club rooms next year and see how they turn out. It's going to be fantastic here, and wish you all the best for the rest of the season.
Yep.
Thanks for catching up. We'll be back after this ad break, but thanks again and appreciate your time.
Thanks, Jeff. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Get a quick and easy low-rate car loan from Police Credit Union today.
New 氷結 Vodka, soda, and frozen natural fruit juice. Hello, yes.
We've been housemates for, what, nearly 4 years?
Yep, basically since I started my uni degree and you got your apprenticeship.
It's been really good. Like, it's the little things, you know? Like, one of us is always around to house it when the other goes on holiday. And one of us is always ready to help the other out of jam.
I don't know. Yeah, happen again. It's usually me. My HECS debt doesn't leave a lot of room for holidays or working transportation or food. But it's worth all the debt, right?
No.
But what about your debt?
Debt isn't a problem for me. I get paid to learn.
You belong in blue. Apply for a career with South Australia Police.
Your reigning premiers make their way back out onto Country Living Homes Reserve as they hold a 17-point advantage at half-time of a grudge match, to say the least, Adam Jeffries. It was 1 goal 3, plays 1 goal 4 in that second quarter versus 9 goals in total in that first quarter. How did you see it in that second quarter? Golden Grove maybe slightly over-possessing, but credit to Port Districts, they've defended really well as well.
Oh, it was an arm wrestle we probably thought we'd see in the first quarter. What did we see? 9 goals in the first quarter, only the 2 in the second. So very, very tricky conditions for the players with the breeze. Yeah, Golden Grove got on top. It took them a while. No doubt the message came from the bench to just try and get a little bit direct. There are games, Jack, where you can chip the ball sideways, maintain possession. But in a final where there's so much pressure and there's a big breeze, it's a territory game. You've got to get the ball to your front end and just hope things will happen. So I think they worked that out. They just need to lock this quarter down, Golden Grove. We know they can kick 3 and 4 and 5 goals quickly. So if they're within this margin at 3-quarter time, they can have a say in the last quarter.
Yeah, certainly. The goal kickers for the game so far, Kenny Carpeney and Jordan Derizzi with 2 for Port, Sam Gray, Tom Gray and Jack Ferns with 1, and it's all singles for the Kookaburras. Banwell, Tomney, Cavallaro and Pascoe with 1 apiece. That's exactly the way that Port District would have wanted that second quarter to go, Adam. They played the game their way, lived in their front half virtually. But for Golden Grove, who are some of the players that were trying to get them going in that second quarter?
Yeah, we spoke about Verity a lot, didn't we? He had a super quiet first quarter. Don't mind that move of him playing on the wing. It's a little bit of an interesting one, the guy that's been a dominant tall forward. But he can give him a really good bailout on the wing, so Pascoe and that don't have to come too high and maintain their structure. So I like that move from Verity, and he's such a good field kick. That's why he's a guy that can get the ball and roll and get the ball inside 50, and Pascoe lead up at him. Even when he is 60, 70 metres away, he can roll, Pascoe lead, and away you go. So I like the roll. Verity played a great quarter. It was just in and under, though, the rest of it wasn't. It was just a quarter of defensive skill, a lot of smothers, a lot of tackling, a lot of playing for free kicks as well. It's been interesting.
For both teams,
yeah,
too.
It's been interesting. I think the umpires have done well, though. They settled it down. They called it hard early, and now the game's settled down, and it's been consistent both ways. We'll see Golden Grove come back on. Like I said, they'll just need to even this quarter out. A 1 goal or 2 goal each quarter. They'll take that, Jack, and then they'll back themselves to come home late with the breeze, which is still just favouring to the right of screen, although it is coming across in our face a little bit, but it is certainly trickier to score to the left of screen.
I threw a stat out there earlier in the broadcast as well about the first halves and the averages, and it's completely flipped. It's Golden Grove who are normally the fast starters, but it is Port District 7-6, plays 4-7, and that was virtually both of those teams' averages across the season in first halves. We've spoken a little bit about Golden Grove. For Port District, who are some of the better players that have stood up? Obviously, we've called Kenny Carpeney's name a lot. Who else has stood out?
Yeah, good call by you on Carpeney. I think he's a player that goes under the radar, doesn't he? He played a lot of league football at West Adelaide many years ago now. A guy that's come back to Division 1, and he's been a nice player for Port Districts, but for mine, he's really stood up today, hasn't he?
He has,
yeah, plenty of disposals and impacting the game in the front half with his goal kicking and his field kicking as well has been really, really good. I think they've been really sound defensively as well, Port Districts. Lysette hasn't had his usual impact, very difficult to mark the ball. He's had a couple of times where he's grabbed it out of the ruck and kicked it forward, but other than that, he's been nullified. Love Gaffney behind the ball. Modestash had a really good first quarter as well, didn't he? Sharrett a lot has played sort of on ball behind the ball, just giving his team some defensive cover. So
defensive winger type role.
Yeah, so they've been very sound defensively. They have been for 4 years under Coach Ramsey, Port Districts, and it really came to the fore in that second quarter. Sound defensively, kicked the goals early. Remember, Port Districts had 5 goals from their first 7 entries very early in this game. Now it's an arm wrestle. Golden Grove can't allow Port Districts to kick maybe 3 or 4 this quarter, but they'll take 1 or 2 goals each, come home with the breeze and see what will happen. So get set for an arm wrestle this quarter.
Certainly. Just before we get set here at Country Living Homes Reserve, Adam, do we have an around the grounds from Ross Trevor and St. Peter's?
Yeah, the only score we saw was half-time. Must be windy out there too, because we saw 3-6 to 2-5 in favour of Ross Trevor at half-time of that match. So 7-point lead to Ross Trevor. Low-scoring games. I was looking at the scores from some of the other divisions as well. Windy day around Adelaide. A lot of low scores in the finals thus far.
We've also got Jad Gosson on the boundary. We'll hear from him very shortly with some of his thoughts on the first half and what both teams can do to assert their ascendancy in this second half, and some matchups that he's identified, as well as the umpires just Just escort some would-be patrons to the other side of the fence. We've got Cavallaro on Gray. Sharrod's gone inside. Pittman getting run with by Mitch Gaffney. He's worn him like a glove all afternoon. Ingram in there as well for the Kookaburras. They need a response. What have they got? Lysette's going to have his own say. He clears. Went as high as it did long. Pittman, again, rode by Mitch Gaffney. Spilled out. In dispute. Pittman again. Dumped by Ferns. The umpire will have it.
They've gone small up forward this quarter as well. Carpenter started at centre bounce at the start of the game, now playing on a small forward with the much taller Cam Shenton as his opponent.
Slapped forward. Only as far as McKelvey. Mitch Gaffney kicks smothered. Gould running for support. Surges inside 50. Good spoil, Dobie. Carpenter. This would be something. It was nothing.
It didn't work for him there, Carpenter, but again, he's at the front square of the contest. He's really got his tail up. Confidence player everywhere at the moment.
They're set up to go down the line here, the Cookers. Port have defended the switch. He's forced Shenton to go down the line. Lice set. Ball held up in the breeze. We'll monitor that throughout the quarter. Gaffney sweeping. Fired out a handball, but it was too hot for Nash Haynes. Kick forward for Kookaburras to a 2-on-1. Dot underneath it. Running back with the flight. Held on.
Made that look easy. That was a really good mark. Needs to roll.
He is rolling.
He's got a penetrating leg, Dodd.
Pascoe is on the move. Just at his ankles. McKelvey over it. Benwell harassing Rose. Got a handball. Verity. Xanthopoulos.
Great
Run
tackle.
down by Sharrod. That's big by the skipper.
Oh, umpire was just blindsided there. That was unlucky for Sharrod. That was certainly holding the ball, but the umpire blindsided on that occasion.
Ball up. Commentary side wing. Lice set. Only as far as Cavallaro. Dumped after he got rid of it.
He saw that Cavallaro. He's been in the wars today, hasn't he?
He has.
Caught one in the guts, caught one in the wrist, now caught one in the head. He's feisty though, isn't he? He'll be fine.
He's a competitor, and we're seeing that today. McKelvey's on short, doesn't go there. Forced to go long in the Pascoe direction. Coming across, Steinhoff spilt through his lap. Pascoe, Slater, comes to ground. Who's there? Collins.
Good field position here for Golden Grove though. They need to make something happen at this stoppage.
Who can get on the move?
Pittman will always be in, looking for a free here. Let's see what happens.
Can they get nice and low and draw a free? They can't. Rose clears for Port. It's over to Rizzy's head. Ferns is tracking it. Robertson slaps it to Thatcher. They've done well here, Port District. They're away. Jack Ferns. Handball's ill-directed. Xanthopoulos, Thatcher. They don't have much to kick to. Verity's got to be strong, and he is. Ingram now has time in the Pascoe direction. Kick was a pie, and it floated in there. Pascoe tried to shrug. He does try to shrug, but couldn't get a handball away. Great work. I think it was Alex Dinoff.
It's a good tackle. Pascoe's a steam train when he comes out like that sometimes. But did you try the fend off? Well done by Dinoff. It was a good tackle by the youngster.
Yeah, their tackling's been great today, I think. Pascoe's tried to do that a few times. He's been held onto and clamped on all occasions, just about. Dinoff to true centre wing. Gaffney, Gray, slams it on the left. High up and under. Sharrod just sticks a fist out, and it's fell. Gaffney now to Tom Carter. Time to steady. Does he eye up the goal? Gray should mark this. Could fall into ground. Good work, Dobie. Gray got a handball out. Ferns. A one-finger salute for Jack Ferns, and that's his second of the day.
Yeah, he did well to fire out the handball there. Dobie did spectacularly well to keep his eyes on the football and go back and spoil that ball away from Tom Gray, who I thought was going to take the easy overhead mark. It was a good build-up by Port Districts, then went long and strong. But you can see here, just dived on it and grabbed the handball out. That's a really good play by Tom Gray. Not something that'll go down the stat sheet, it's just a handball for him, but that's won the 2-on-1. Ferns stayed out. Good play by Tom Gray. Fast start for Port Districts.
We have Jad Gosson on the boundary.
Yeah, some of the key matchups you guys were talking about. Lycett, I was looking out for him to get involved. He had a bit of a quiet maybe first half by his standard. He's got the clearance at the start of the match, and then there set up that goal as well with some good work from him. And look out for Sam Graham Cavallaro. You guys touched on it, but they're chirping on and off the ball all around the ground, always having a chat to each other about different things.
Great call from you, Jadden. Is right on cue there, Sam Gray. Niskahus puts it out in front of Carpeny. How does it bounce? To Dobie. He arches the back. Got a kick away. Verity. Time to face the game. Cavallaro. He's in amongst 5. Fires out a dart to McKelvey.
It's great play by Dobie on the full-back line. Great run.
What does he see, McKelvey? Sees a contest. Good spoil, modest statch. They've got representation here, Golden Grove. But they've coughed it up. Modest statch. Puts it on the boot. Carpeny's out the back. They've got to be aware here. Verity does well. Short ball inside. Xanthopoulos. Sam Gray doing really well on the mark there, wasn't he, Adam?
Yeah, just forced him to not take the kick that he wanted to Pittman over the top there.
Still found a short one in Collins. What does he see? It's come to ground. Slater wrapped up by Modest Statch. He's been sensational today.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender as well. He can play tall and small. Really good speed as well.
Only one goal between the 3 big men today for Golden Grove. Pittman tried to draw the high one. Mitch Gaffney's done a really great job on him today, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's been an interesting matchup, hasn't it? They'll keep going at it.
Lysette wins it down. Burrowing in there is Tomney. It was like a rugby tackle then, just try to surge away.
Just getting territory, wasn't he? Just keep getting towards the try line.
Get an extra yard or 2. Who can get on the move here? There's plenty shrugging. What can they conjure up? Tomney again. It's on the deck. Ingram.
They've been really well organised at these defensive 50 stoppages, Port District's from mine. They haven't allowed Golden Grove to come through and really create anything in these scenarios.
Slater doing the rucking. Fell to the ground. Pittman. Plenty of players around this contest. Golden Grove have the spare. Slater tried to sell that in that ruck contest, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit of Mayo, we'll call that. Maybe worth a try if he's going to get bundled out the way. Just stand up and compete.
Dodd trying to track this down.
The other thing Slater can do is he doesn't need to wrestle with Lysette. I'll be standing. Lysette does not like it when he can't feel your body. I'd be standing 3 and 4 metres away from him and just running into him. Very disconcerting for the ruckman, but if you want to wrestle with Scott Lysette, good luck.
Yeah, certainly. They do it again. Ingram. They're trying the third man up tactic. Hasn't quite worked. What can they get out of this? Clever tap down. Only as far as Rose, and he's gang tackled, but gang tackled high.
Real arm wrestle. That wasn't many stoppages in a row, but Rose has come out with the free kick and should be able to clear for Districts here.
They have respite momentarily, Port District. So good in these situations. They've been pretty good all day. Yet they have only a 23-point buffer, which is enough for Golden Grove.
Just close enough, aren't they, Golden Grove? We know, like I said, we've seen them many times this year, have big quarters, 4 goals in 5 minutes. We can see them doing that. But District's very resolute defensively so far today.
Outside of the palm, tapped by Lysette. 1 on 4 there for Port District, and they clear. Mitch to his brother Jack. It bounced over his head. In dispute, Sharrod fired out a handball, only as far as Verity though. Carpeny did well. Mitch Payne just tripped up Carpeny, and Sam Gray takes advantage. Laser pass to his brother Tom. How does it bounce? Good enough for Dobie to fist it over the line.
He's had a couple of moments today, Tom Gray, but Dobie's been really good for mine. He's got a really good turn of speed that I don't think Tom Gray can go with. Tom Gray's crafty close to goal. Dobie really fast off the mark. Good matchup.
He's been playing a bit of midfield too, Dobie. I think it's smart to send him back today. He's a sensational defender. He's diligent. Gaffney fell through his mitts. Xanthopoulos took on 1, Kuran took on 2, and Sam McKay holding the footy.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's a tricky one, but the right call by the umpire. McKay's normally a long kick of the ball. He's got the breeze at his back, see if he can hit the left post and swing it back here.
I was chatting to Josh Ramsey earlier in the season at one of their games, and Sam McKay was out, and he spoke so highly of him, how important he is for their structure.
They don't have a lot of big tools, do they, District? So they just need him on the park.
A lot of their players. So we see this one from Sam McKay, struck it well, and it's to the near side. A lot of their players forward of the footy, they're low. How do I say this? Low disposals, but high impact.
Yep.
1-1 for Port District in this term. Golden Grove yet to register a score. Xanthopoulos clears from full back.
It's a good mark.
It is Slater telling his team to get over. Fires a long one down the line. It's all smalls there for Golden Grove. It's come out to Pilkington. It's bobbling around. How does the umpire see it? Pilkington dove back on it. At least they're consistent.
Yeah, they've been consistent with that call most of today. If you drag the ball back in, they will pay it.
Miller Carter now to Dienhoff, and he's overcooked the kick.
That'll be a last touch.
It will
Great
be.
kill for Golden Grove. Playing all right here, Golden Grove. Just need a score, don't they? Just if they keep in touch, this game will stay interesting till late.
Blades with a dart inside 50. Tomney won't have the journey.
No, he needs to find one more short pass or set the ball up to the top of the square, not the goal line, Jack, which I keep banging on about. Just let the tools fly, and then you've got to defend at ground level as well as he's given the handball.
Verity struck it okay. Does it hold its line? Doesn't.
Smart play there because Verity is a long kick, isn't he? He's off one step there from 50 metres into the breeze, and he's made the distance. Smart play to hang around and look for that. Just pressing here, Golden Grove. I'd like to see him get the next one. Keep this interesting.
So the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard lit up in that first quarter, and it's only seen 3 goals since quarter time. Matt Rose takes it from the kick in. Passanidi running for support down the line. McDonald and Carter in a one-on-one. So Miller Carter's been sent forward. And he's going to limp to the boundary line, Miller Carter.
Strange Miller Carter. Almost like he's got some cramp in this third quarter, but we'll keep an eye on that. A little bit sore. Let's see what Lysette can do here. He'll try and bundle him out the way and kick the ball forward.
He's up against Robinson. Flicked over the back to his good mate, Sam Gray. Cavallaro head over it.
That's the tricky one, isn't it, for mine? There's a lot of players around that ball. Pittman underneath the pack.
Got to be careful here.
Yeah, you don't want to give away a 25. You might be disappointed with the decision, but don't give away the 25. Make him take the set shot from 52 metres, Jack.
Jack Gaffney's got the footy.
Can kick it from this range. It's a long kick.
Especially with the breeze at his back. In he struts, Jack Gaffney kicks from 53. Doesn't look like he's got the purchase. Liam Verity, he's been good since quarter time.
Been very good, playing as a winger, sliding back to help out. Great play by the big man.
Plays on straight away and sees something he likes down the guts. Banwell arches the back. Got away from Gaffney, slammed it on the boot.
It might be out here, Golden
Collins,
Grove.
they are. Pascoe in a one-on-one. He's got separation. Lenny Pascoe holds on. Do they move it quickly here, or does he go back and shoulder the load?
He's going to have the shot. That's set up by Verity, getting back in the hole as a wingman and taking inset mark. Yes, he took the risky kick up the middle. And that quick transition we've seen from Golden Grove so often in the last couple of seasons since they've been up in Division 1. Great play. Even Banwell there. Great composure at half-back. But again, Verity, credit to him. Shot for goal for Pascoe.
Jad, just keep an eye on Pittman right in front of you there. Is he grimacing in pain, or is he just frustrated at how they're going? We'll get back to you in a second.
All of the above. Lenny
Pascoe here, desperately needed. Goal umpire does not move.
Well
We have a ball game, Adam Jeffries.
Yeah, well done, Golden Grove. Again, credit to Verity. Great intercept mark and a great transition. Equally, that was not an easy kick at goal. He's made that look easy, Pascoe. Nobody has been able to thread the set shot from that spot on the ground today at that end. And he's just struck that beautifully into the breeze. Threw it post high. It's a lovely kick by Pascoe. 92 goals now on the season. But more importantly, the team goal that his team desperately needed to keep in touch. I still think it's game on here, Jack. Port District should rather be in their position, but Golden Grove have been really, really good in the arm wrestle, found the goal they needed.
We're back to where we were 14 and a half minutes ago at halftime. 17-point margin. 8-7 plays 5-8 on Filming Footy. Slater jumped very, very early. And
Just starting to dominate a little bit now, isn't he, Lysette? We didn't notice him much in the first half. He's got a little bit of control here as he goes along.
he does. Back off his mark. Ferns flies. Good spoil, Thatcher. Verity dropping back from that wing. Tries to mop up, but he's under the pump. Ferns wrapped up. The Golden Grove noise of affirmation finally rings true.
Thatcher needs to be clever with his kick here. It's gone long. Smart call. Great leg.
Very simple kick, and it's worked. Dodd. He's got a great left foot.
He's a good option on the outlet too, Dodd. He's taller than what you think. He's a good mark.
Definitely. In the direction of Sam Dukes. He's been swung forward. Turns and sees Pascoe. Gaffney's running back. That is sensational. What do they have on the ground here, Golden Grove? It's dribbled through by Slater!
Huge goal by Slater there. Good call by you, Jack. That was fantastic play by Gaffney to intercept the mark that was going to hit Pascoe. But they had the numbers there at ground level, didn't they? So great play by Thatcher at the back. Great tackle. Great exit kick. And they've looked super dangerous on 2 counter-attacks. And what a bounce that is as well for Slater. That looked like it was going to go through for a point. It took the nice little wrong and late. But they deserve that down the boundary to Jad.
Yeah, the bench here for Golden Grove definitely a lot more upbeat after the last few minutes and up and about. The whole crowd is very loud as well. And quickly touching on Pittman, he was frustrated because his knee opened up again and it started bleeding and he didn't really care too much about it, but he has to get it fixed. So it's fixed now and he wants to come back on.
Sensational by you, Jad. We've got a ball game here at Country Living Homes Reserve. Remember, the winner goes through to the GF. They'll have one hand on the Premiership Cup come the end of today. Nash Haynes, ill-directed with that kick, and Louis Payne gets a disposal on the pine.
Got some momentum here, haven't they, Golden Grove? If they can find one more goal into this breeze, it'll be a great quarter for them.
11-point ball game. Xanthopoulos with the footy. Referenced as the Adelaide Footy League prime Andrew McLeod by his teammates earlier in the week. And it's that man again, Verity. He wheels. Pascoe holds his front position. Ooh. It's come to ground. Gould. Gaffney kick smothered.
Smother.
Collins, Gould. They rode each other and Gould come away with it. Niskahus. Time. Ferns on the lead. Good spoil, Thatcher. Slaps it forward. Just getting territory, the Burrows. Gang tackle, call up. It's gone up a notch.
Don't want to say I told you so. What great play by Verity, though. Took the instruction, rolled and went to Pascoe. I think it was the 3rd defender coming in against Pascoe. Just got his hands on it. Game's gone up a notch, Jack.
You can say it if you want. It's okay. Mitch Gaffney now. In the Tom Gray direction. Does he get his way this time? Josh Dobie says not today.
Very, very good by Dobie. He has had a fantastic quarter. Gray's had the 2 or 3 one-on-ones that he craves. It's so hard to go back with the flight and spoil the ball, Jack. Often you can give away a free kick, but he just got the perfectly timed fist in there.
And we saw that a couple of weeks ago when Port were playing Ross Trevor. Tom Gray was very good in those. He hasn't had his way so far today. Ingram down the line. Dodd, Duke, McKelvey off hands. Sees it over the line.
The other difference you can see now, Jack, is they're not mucking around with the football in their back half, are they, Golden Grove? They're going long down the line, and you can see their crummers are there. They know where the ball's going. They're outnumbering them at ground level. Looking really good at the moment, Golden Grove.
Ticking into red time in this 3rd term. Dynoff tries to soccer, but doesn't really get a purchase on it. And Shenton says, I don't want any of this.
And again, Cavallaro was the one in the way of that. He'll be sore tonight, but it won't bother him if his team get the chocolates today, and he'll have a week off in the grand final. Umpire's blowing the whistle here.
Slater got sucked into it by Lysette. He's so good at that.
Just not what his team needed there, was it? They just got on top around the ball. Got to get back and defend now. Verity as the wingman again, getting back in the hole, doing the right thing.
Even 12-point ball game. Handballs to Nash Haynes. Louis Sharrod to the teeth of goal, and Louis Sharrod got dumped after he kicked it.
Again, not a lot in that, but you have to say that he probably didn't need to do it either, Jack. And now that's given Port Districts, who've been under the pump for the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Golden opportunity.
Yeah, Ferns is going to have a shot from 30 out directly in front, so just not what Golden Grove needed. Little half decisions didn't go their way. Slater in the ruck infringement on Lysette. And now the downfield free. Ferns needs to make them pay.
Certainly does. He's got 2 for the day. 3 would be a very healthy return for Jack. And it was a helicopter, but it's through.
Little momentum sucker there, wasn't it? They've been really, really good, Golden Grove. In fact, they were on top. And then just a couple of umpiring decisions going against them. And Ferns just calmly slotted the goal. He's an experienced player. Hasn't had big disposals, has he, Ferns? But he's kicked 3, which is pretty important in a low-scoring final.
Jad Gosson on the boundary. Slater coming off after that moment, getting a bit of heckling from the home crowd and the home bench. So a bit of a Bronx cheers there for him. But yeah, overall, as you guys said, a great finish there from Jack Ferns.
I wonder if that's a rotation for Slater or whether the coach is a little bit disappointed.
Judging by what's happened today, I think it could be on the disappointment side. He's taken off a few players after giving away some 25s and frees. Sharrod streams away. McKay through his lap. Ferns again kicks a high up and under. Verity and Rose. Matt Rose flopped like a salmon there.
Yeah, good umpiring. Thought Verity just stood up in the contest. But worth a try from Rose. He's not going to outmark Verity, is he?
Ball's been kept in here by Robertson. Sharrod was onto it. They've got a handball forward now. Payne and Gould. Payne, Still and Gould. 2-on-1. He's got to get it out. He's going to get pinged for dragging it in, potentially.
Just stood up enough there. So what have we got? Deep into this third quarter.
That does not look great on the Dartford replay. You just missed it there, Adam.
Still time here for Golden Grove. If they can get one more goal here, Jack, they'll almost be the favourites in the last quarter.
Nice set. Gets a handball over the top. Pittman been ridden, as he has all afternoon. Tomney had to turn one way and the other. It's audacious, but Verity holds on. Back to Thatcher. Just taking the sting out of it momentarily here, the Kookaburras. Normally doesn't bite off too many audacious kicks, Thatcher. And same again, Dodd, your man. Down the line, Robinson and Gaffney. Should have a mismatch, Robbo. And he does. Took it on the second attempt. Duke now swung forward. Miller Carter, great body work.
Great mark by Carter. He's done that 3 or 4 times today. Just relieved the pressure. Again, Golden Grove looked like they were transitioning inside 50. Just calmly used his body and took the intercept mark.
Interested to see Duke go forward, to be honest. Just another big man down there. Unless Blades is injured. I haven't seen him in this third quarter. Pittman goes forward now for Golden Grove. Off hands. There is Blades. The man I was just thinking about. He sat on it. What does the umpire see? Ball up.
Pressing here, Golden Grove. What's he got? The umpire's paid.
Free against
Free kick.
Golden Grove to Passanidi.
Valaro off the ball. I think the umpire just turned at the right moment and just saw a little bit of byplay. Not a lot in it again, but as the ball spilled here, we might get a turnover.
Has spilled. Sharrod's dove on it, but it's come out. Jack Gaffney, kick smothered. Look out, Pittman. Cavallaro sold, bit of candy, got his head ripped off.
Might be a little square up there. I thought Cavallaro ducked into that, but he deserves a free kick because he's been in and under all day. One thing I'll say, Jack, before Cavallaro rolls here, some of the umpiring decisions have been soft, but the players need to recognise how the umpire's paying the game. They know if they're going to pay them.
Yep.
You just got to put your ego aside and not give the little gut punch. You just got to play the ball.
Cavallaro bites off something inboard, and this could be dangerous because it's turned over. It was a 1-on-3, and one of the 3 has come away with it. Now it's with Jack Ferns. He's got nothing on forward of the footy except Liam Verity for Golden Grove. He's forced to stop and prop and put it out on the full.
I'm glad they stopped that there because the kick from Cavallaro was exactly what his team didn't need. He needed to get the ball in deep, give his talls a chance. You mentioned before, Jack, they're playing with a tall forward line. Need to go in long and strong, not just for the mark, but for the field position.
Shenton will use it well. Banwell's on his own, just come off the pine. Turns inboard. Umpire did call play on. Forced to stop and prop. I don't think Niskahus is going to be sold too many of that today. Xanthopoulos now in the middle of the ground. Thatcher's working. He's being chased by Dwyer. Puts the head down and puts a pie inside 50. Only as far as last set.
Interesting that Verity's come off for a rotation. I would have been pretty tempted to leave him out there to clog up the defensive half late in this third quarter.
Straight down the middle. McKay's all on his own and he flies and he holds on.
Right
Ferns
here.
is in a one-on-one. A mismatch too with Josh Dobie. Ferns got brought to ground. Dobie fought hard. Allowed time for Ingram to come mop up. And that's a good relieving kick to Payne. Collins is there for support. Little short ball. McKelvey. Is there time?
Great play by Dobie again. He's thwarted 3 or 4 goals this quarter for Port Districts. Dobie single-handedly has had a great quarter of footy.
McKelvey high up and under. Lysette trying to get there. Through his hands. Duke fires out a handball. Tomney running backwards but shrugged away a couple of tacklers. Turned over now. Deinhoff, he's going to get met. Gaffney running into 45. Jack Gaffney! Big time goal.
Yeah, good call by you, Jack. That's a big goal for Port Districts. I've got to say that's a little momentum killer for Golden Grove. Had a lot of the play. Again, just late, just a little bit of overuse coming out of the back half. And they got the handball chain there. I thought he was going to get run down, but he just got the kick away. It's just what Port Districts would have ordered.
3 goals to 2 in this third quarter, Adam. Slightly against the run of play, would you say?
Yeah, I think Golden Grove have had all the play this quarter. Although Josh Dobie himself has stopped 3 or 4 goals, he's been fantastic. But yeah, that late one was just what they didn't need. 4-goal buffer feels like a lot bigger than 3.
26.5 minutes gone. 3 goals to 2 in this third quarter. So we've had a bit more action on the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard. Sam Gray streams away with it. Wants to make it 4 for his team. Shenton's going to put a stop to that. Short ball, Dodd faces the game. Robinson takes it on the lead. Collins ran into some pressure from Matt Rose. Fired out a handball to Sharrod. Kick didn't go far. Dodd's made amends. He puts the head down. Does he find a target? Eyes off Slater, who holds on.
Good mark by
From
Slater.
the junction.
Still got time here for a late score, which would be huge for Golden Grove.
Similar to what you've spoken about before, Adam.
He's
He's going to have a shot.
Siren's gone. Big crowd there down in the pocket, surely giving him plenty of advice. He's a good shot for goal, Slater, but he really does have to punch this right into the teeth of the breeze here.
He's got one today, Slater. The soccer kick earlier in this quarter. This would give them some huge momentum into the fourth quarter. His teammates on the bench, look on. Struck it okay, but it is a minor score for Mitch Slater. So 3 goals 2 to 2 goals 2 in that quarter. We have a scoreline of 10-8, 68. Plays 6-9, 45, and it is your reigning Premier Port District. Just about got 1 foot into the decider, but there is still plenty to play out here in this last term at Country Living Homes Reserve. It is Port District by 23 points. We'll have the fourth quarter right after this.
Get a quick and easy low-rate car loan from Police Credit Union today.
New 氷結 Vodka, soda, and frozen natural fruit juice. Hello, yes.
We've been housemates for, what, nearly 4 years?
Yep. Basically since I started my uni degree and you got your apprenticeship.
Yeah, it's been really good. Like, it's the little things, you know? Like, one of us is always around to house it when the other goes on holiday. And one of us is always ready to help the other out of jam.
I don't know. Yeah, happen again. It's usually me. My HECS debt doesn't leave a lot of room for holidays or working transportation or food. But it's worth all the debt, right?
No.
But what about your debt?
Debt isn't a problem for me. I get paid to learn.
You belong in blue. Apply for a career with South Australia Police.
Three-quarter time break here, and for Golden Grove, they just want to make sure that they work on not worrying about the second chance. They just want to make sure they can find a way to get back in front in this match, and some of the ways they can go about doing that. And as for Port District, they just want to make, like, almost pretend that it's a closer game than it actually is, and they just want the same effort from them. They're really happy with that quarter. They won it despite maybe not having the most possession, as you guys mentioned, in the box. But back to you guys in the box.
Great work down there by you, Jad, at three-quarter time. Look at the Largs legends packed around Port District's huddle there as Josh Ramsey gives his final instructions to his troops for this mouth-watering last quarter here at Country Living Homes Reserve. Scores are 10-8, 68, plays 6-9, 45, Port District by 23 points. And they got out of the blocks very, very well early on, Adam. Would you say it's about 50-50 from here on in?
Yeah, I've got to say the late goal for Districts was a real kick in the guts for Golden Grove because they fought so hard into the breeze that whole quarter and they got the late one, but it's not without question. We've seen Golden Grove kick 5 goals in a quarter plenty of times this year, haven't we, Jack? And Port Districts, if I'm in their coach's box, I'm probably thinking defensively right now. I'm probably thinking about how can we slow the game down. So we'll keep an eye on that through the day. But it's not over for Golden Grove. What they need, though, Jack, is the first goal and a quick start. If it takes 10 minutes to score the first goal, just give Port Districts all the belief that they'll be okay. First goal quickly. I'll be interested to see how he uses Verity. Do you roll the dice and put him forward this quarter, or do you use him as the connector to kick the ball in long to Pascoe?
Interesting to see a couple of their big men coming to the pine to start on the last quarter on the bench. Blades and Slater, they had good quarters. And just to the top right of your screen, it's just gone away there, but Ross Trevor hold a 15-point lead against St. Peter's. So that's late in the fourth quarter too. So it looks like that St. Peter's are going to go out in straight sets. And of course, the ramifications on the end of this game, the winner heads through for a week off to the grand final in 2 weeks' time, and the loser will play Ross Trevor in a do-or-die preliminary final. It's all to play for here on Filming Footy. Only 3 weeks ago, Golden Grove, they were in a similar situation. They come from 15 points down to win by 3 points against Ross Trevor at home. It's another kettle of fish here, taking on the undefeated Port District on their own home deck in season 2025. Adam Jeffries, I'm going to hit you with a yes or no answer. Can they get the job done from here, Golden Grove?
I think Port Districts are too good defensively. Port Districts for mine. Grove will test them though. Verity, deep forward.
It's an interesting watch. Keep your streams locked in on this one. Massive 30 minutes coming your way on Filming Footy. Sam Gray with the first clearance. He's been exceptional today. Thatcher with the one hand. It fell through his lap. Shenton fires out a handball. Gould, he's worked into this game. Sharrod kicks it to the pocket. Ferns, it's come to ground. Gray on all fours, shovels out a handball. Dobie bundled over. Plenty of players around it. Umpire says, I will have it.
Yeah, we'd love to have seen Golden Grove get that first centre clearance, get the field position. And they've got to clear the ball from deep in their defensive 50.
Pascoe doesn't look like he's getting too far forward, Adam, for the counter-attack.
Nah, he'll play it smart here. Try and drag that extra defender out. It's Golden Grove have won the free kick. Shenton's been good today, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Sometimes he just sort of cruises through the game a little bit, but I think he's taken some really timely intercept marks. Been really good in the back half. It's why he played AFL football in defensive 50, didn't he? I like that position for him.
He was looking inboard, but was forced to go down the line. Dienhoff gets hugged by Dodd. So we're on centre wing here. Country Living Homes Reserve. It's the last game for Port District in their old club rooms before we move into a new home next year.
Yeah, right call there by the umpire. Shepherded out by Sharrod, looking to go third man up.
Ingram's got Dodd free down the line here. Modestach has now just got to him. They're looking inboard, aren't they, Adam? They want to take the game on here.
Forced up the line.
Modestach, another spoil for him. Collins is going to run onto this one. Slaps it forward, but he's overrun it. Gaffney got a handball out. Dienhoff on the back track. Got a kick away. Gray fired out a handball. Fell to Sharrod, who then fired out a handball to Gaffney, who kicks down the guts. But it's your man, Cameron Shenton.
Yeah, loved him in that role. He's a great third intercept defender, Shenton.
They move it fast by hand now. Dobie. Miller Carter tries to mop it up. He's got some company, slaps it forward. McKelvey went man when he probably could have went ball. It's fell to Niskahus. McKelvey made amends with a tackle. Thatcher with the spoil. Pittman. Thatcher now has time. He's got a thumping kick, but he fires in a dart. It's come to ground. Cavallaro. Well done, Dienhoff. Great tackle, Duke, as well.
Again, it's easy up here, but he did have Pascoe one-on-one deep. Tried to hit the lead. Dangerous position now for Golden Grove. Need to win this clearance.
Ingram tries the third man up. Lysette threw it out. Umpire was blindsided. The soccer kick has come to Dienhoff.
Like that strategy, the third man up against Lysette. They can't allow him to just grab the ball, win the clearances this quarter. Like that tactic early from Golden Grove.
And they're onto it too. Ingram was held as he was trying to get the third man up there as well. Carpeney fell into his lap on the bounce. Fired out a handball. Xanthopoulos socketed it forward. Collins has taken it. Snapped it forward. Duke fires out a handball. Shenton tries to shrug off Modestach. Gets a handball. Duke with a bit of poise. Sets it to the top of the square. Big fist. Mitch McKelvey has time to snap.
Ooh.
And he's put it near side. Opportunity gone begging. They need to make every post a winner in this last quarter. Sorry for cutting off.
That would have got them going, wouldn't it, Golden Grove? I feel like they're pressing so hard, but Port Districts are one of the great defensive teams. They're going to be hard to penetrate.
They are resolute in their defence this season, Port District. Gaffney, Payne with a throw. Umpires called handball. Goodness me, that was like a netball pass.
Said he spiked it volleyball style. That's all right.
Play on. At least they're consistent.
And what I like from the umpire, he didn't just hear the crowd noise and then pay it. If you didn't see it, don't pay it. Like it.
Cavallaro slapped it to himself. Time to kick. Dienhoff's playing some game today.
Yeah, I've liked him. Like I said, a bit of an unusual role. I've seen him play more forward of the ball, wing at times. Playing across half back. He's been really, really good. Cavallaro again in the wars. Not does he kick that. He'll be a sore boy tonight.
Ball in now. They're trying the third man up again, Golden Grove. Pittman was held without it.
I think he's been waiting for that one all day, Pittman, hasn't he? Just protected the ball well. He's going to wheel.
He will wheel. He's got a great left foot. Jake Pittman comes short. Right in front of us to Shenton. Let me guess, you're thinking he should have gone long, Adam?
No, I'm sure Shenton will here.
Shenton fires in a ball inside 50. It's come to ground. Davidson, Haynes, wrapped up by Pascoe. And we've just got word from Caterer Oval. St. Peter's have been bundled out in straight sets by 21 points. Ross Trevor, they go marching on. We'll see them in a prelim next week against the loser of this one. Still plenty to play out here at Country Living Homes Reserve. They move this well by hand. Haynes is wrapped up, but he got a handball. Got dumped, said the umpire. Play on advantage. Carter, time to steady. Kicked it up and under. Ferns has got to work. Slaps it to his advantage, and it's fell in his lap. He got a handball out. McDonald did well. Handball's ill-directed. Tom Gray shrugged off McDonald. Got a handball, and Dwyer was mowed down.
Tackling pressure from both teams is outstanding, isn't it? But again, gone 6 minutes. Golden Grove haven't got that goal that they desperately want to just build some momentum and put Port Districts under pressure.
22-point margin. Winner goes through to the decider. The loser has to try and get there the long way via Ross Trevor next week.
Who are up and about now, Ross Trevor, aren't they? They're going to be a tough opponent, so you want to get the job done today if you can.
That battle between Pittman and Gaffney's been sensational all afternoon. Gaffney's done exceptionally well.
It's a proper one-rid role for Gaffney, isn't it? They're trying to limit Pittman. And this is where you miss Josh Glenn, isn't it? Where you shut down Pittman. Just lack a little bit of drive, but with both of them in there, as an opposition coach, you don't know who to go to. So this is where they really miss Glenn's impact around the ball.
Last set, deft tap, Gray on all fours, shoveled out a handball. It's come to ground, Niskahus, Passanidi, Gaffney I think it was. Sharrod kicked, was he dumped? Umpire said no.
Thatcher, fantastic intercept mark.
Comes out wide to Collins. Gaffney's in hot pursuit of Nick Collins.
Got to touch it.
He does. He slaps it forward. What does the umpire see? Boundary line beating.
Said last touch right on the line there, but he was in good position.
Right in front of Sir James Moody on the boundary.
Just strangle them, don't they, Port Districts? You think like Golden Grove are going to get away every time. Their pressure around the ball and their structure behind the ball is probably the best in the competition, isn't it? And this is why you do it for these games.
That's why they've had the best defence in Division 1 this year, Adam. Conceded less than 1,000 points in the regular season. Some record. Good spoil. So we've got Pascoe as the deepest. Davidson playing a few metres in front. Dodds rolled forward. Collins wearing Gaffney like a glove. It's in Port District forward line. 50 out. They're trying to just huddle in front of Lysette, aren't they, Adam? Trying to make it tough for him.
Yeah, and they've done a good job in that facet. But what it's doing is creating extra numbers around the ball, isn't it? They might just have to try and drag some out. Get the game into open space and more free-flowing.
Gray got a handball out. Gaffney, Jack Gaffney now picks up. Fires a handball forward. Tom Gray wrapped up by Dobie. Got a handball out. Harry Dwyer hits the post. That could have been your ball game right there, Adam.
I was just about to say Tom Gray thought he got caught, but he had the strength to really shrug off the tackle. Fired out a good handball. And they're away here, Golden Grove now. Great tackle. Stop the momentum there. Golden Grove desperately need to get the game into a bit more free-flowing. If there's stoppage after stoppage with Lysette around the ball, it just suits Port Districts. You see a mass amount of interchanges.
Yep. Robinson wins the hit down. Xanthopoulos streaming away. Chiseling ball, overcooked it. Looked like Carpenter maybe come off the bench, Adam.
Yeah, just intercepted that, but again, running, facing forward, breeze at your back. Just get the ball in deep and see what might happen.
Sharrod, short ball, Niskahus. What does he see forward? Ferns in a one-on-one. Tom Gray in a one-on-one. Ferns presents. McDonald's done well today. Got a good spoil in. Come out the back. McKay, handball over the top. Dwyer's there. Can this be his moment? Not quite. Tomney's on all fours in there. Dobie limping.
Looks very sore, Dobie. That's not what they need as well. He's been very, very good on the fullback line today.
He's a tough customer. He'll be all right. Carpenter. He had his say in the first half. Kenny Carpenter. Crowd takes a breath.
That's where that
Even 4-goal game.
Dobie being sore, not being able to get to that stoppage is what creates a little hole there for Carpeney. Would have iced the game there if he had kicked it. If they kick 1 goal, Port, they're home. Until they do, if Golden Grove can get one soon, this might go to the wire.
11 minutes gone in this last term. 10-10 plays 6-10. Shenton with the footy. Stabs the ball down the line. Dodd fists it over the top.
Great tackle there. What's he paid?
My ball. Jad Gosson on the boundary.
Another thing the coach was saying at three-quarter time was be brave but don't be stupid for the Golden Grove players. So they need that more than ever now with time running out and still the same margin basically.
We might see some bravery here. They've fired out a few hands and now they're 70 from home. Tomney, he's got Shenton for support. Does he eye up the big sticks? Cam Shenton!
Beautiful.
That's what they needed, Golden Grove. And he's limping to the bench, Cam Shenton. So we'll just...
I think he's sore after that kick, but that was a magnificent finish. He's had a great second half, Shenton. He's been used in various roles this year for mine. Shenton as a mid, sometimes as a forward wing. For mine, he's an elite drop-off intercept defender. And he's done it beautifully. And playing half-back, hitting the score sheet. And he's definitely a little bit sore. Going to get some work done, but they need him back out. Is that the goal that gives them a little bit of a spark? Couldn't quite get Pittman on for the centre bounce here. That'll be disappointing in that rotation.
Yeah, I was
love to have seen Pittman into the centre bounce. If they can get a clearance here and put Districts under some pressure, it'll be game on. Great goal by Shenton though.
They've got one spare behind the footy. Mitch Gaffney at the moment, Port District. Lysette wins it down. Carpeney scampers away. Chiseling ball. Tom Gray couldn't take it. McDonald, what has the umpire seen? Holding the man on Tom Gray.
Need to defend here. Golden Grove can't allow the quick reply. Get their numbers back and then counter-attack again.
Kenny Carpeney's just inserting himself in the last 5 minutes, Adam.
Yeah, it's a great centre clearance by him. Great hit as well, but great play by Carpeney to shark it and pump the ball inside 50 again.
I'm going to assume in this tough breeze he doesn't have the distance.
What's the umpire paid here?
Just Gould.
He'll be happy with this though, Port Districts. They're just wasting time here, aren't they? This is exactly what Golden Grove don't want. We'll see a few more minutes drift off the clock.
Tom Gray, short ball to his brother Sam, and it's clean bowled him. Stayed in.
Did he touch it? He did touch it, yeah.
Boundary.
Jad?
Josh Dobie on the bench getting some work done on his ankle. It's already strapped, just restrapping it quite a bit more heavier than it was previously. So keep an eye on that. Big loss in defence for them with a few minutes left.
Yeah, they've got Dobie, Shenton and Pittman on the bench now, Jack. They need to get them back into the field as soon as they can. Key players.
They do. Pilkington beaten to it by Sam Gray. Slapped forward. Carpeney, he's been clean all afternoon. It's a flying shot at goal. Ingram's there on the goal line.
Don't need a mistake here, do they? Got to go long to their tools, get some numbers around that.
Called for bravery and not to be stupid. Not being stupid's probably there from Josh Ingram. Just get it out. Payne now slaps it to Verity. Handballed back to Payne. Almost handballed to himself, it looks like. Umpire's paid a free.
He's paid deliberate out of bounds, I think, there, which is not a decision you see paid a lot in the Adelaide Footy League.
Have a look at this one on the Darfish replay. Sharrod's got the ball in hand, though. So they had a chain of handballs. And then, is it for that bump?
He's just knocked the ball out of bounds. I think he paid deliberate out of bounds.
Sharrod's got the footy on the junction. Puts it to the hot spot. Ferns flies. Falls to Sam Duke, and he just has to get it out of the area. That is out on the full. So another repeat entry here for Port. 15 minutes gone in this last quarter. 3-goal game. The window is slightly ajar for Golden Grove.
He'll just take 30 seconds here and then put the ball in long, making it tricky for Golden Grove.
It's been a blustery day here. Alex Steinhoff with the footy. Lysette's underneath it. It's brought to ground. Cavallaro for Golden Grove. Has time to steady. Collins holds on. It's a pressure relieving mark. Couldn't afford to drop it and invite the pressure. What does he see up ahead? It's Pascoe. Miller Carter's dropping in the hole. Through his lap. McKelvey is out. McKelvey is out. What can Passaniti do? It's come to ground. Deinhoff. McKelvey. Passaniti. McKelvey. Was he taken high? Umpire said no. Deinhoff soccers away. Carpeney turned inboard. Gaffney with a bit of composure. Fired out a handball to Sharrod, who kicks a left foot ball to space. Tom Gray's there, so's Thatcher. It's kept in by Aiden Thatcher. Only momentarily. Opportunity, gone begging for Golden Grove.
Game's not over yet, but that was the one they had to score from, wasn't it? Potentially could have got a free kick, but I thought it was well umpired. They just got the extra number back there, Port Districts, and they were resolute.
16 minutes gone. Robinson gets front position. Gray gets a handball. Lysette's kick smothered. Payne gets it out of the area. Slater, can he touch it? No. Milicato with ball in hand. Don't think they're going to try and bite off too many risky kicks. Umpire's called play on because he ran inside. Good bump Pilkington on Rose. Lays a tackle on McKay.
Yep.
Holding the ball. Sensational Dylan Pilkington.
Yeah, 2 efforts there, wasn't it? The bump was elite. And now he's got to roll and get it in deep.
He does, in the Pascoe direction. Comes to ground. Collins is there. Sam Gray is for Port and he's clean. That's the most important thing. It's a high up and under and McKay holds on. Goes down the line to Jack Gaffney, who's played a good game of footy. Umpire says it was touched.
Which is a good hand for Gaffney to get in on that. Just those last 2 forward thrusts. If they had scored Golden Grove, they would have had all the momentum. But Port Districts, again, we've said it a few times, very, very good defensively.
Socket forward by Dodd. Collins did well to not cough it up. 18 minutes gone. I feel like this quarter's gone a lot slower than the others. Still plenty of time left. Verity, he's played a good game. So is this man, Kenny Carpeney. He zigs and he zags. He fires in a ball to the forward line. Dropping back is Josh Ingram. Thatcher's got it. Robinson's working for him. On the bounce here, Kane Horskins. Gaffney takes it.
Great play by Gaffney. We've spoken about how he's such a good ball user, but he bodylined that ball, Jack, and he was not going to let it go past him. Great play by Cooper Gaffney.
All one-on-ones forward of the footy for Golden Grove. Lysette flick over the back. It's kept in the area. High tackle, says the umpire, on Jack Gaffney. Some of these 50-50 balls are just going their way at the moment, Adam.
Yeah. Just doing enough, aren't they, Port Districts? Just winning the little one-on-ones.
They're making it a scrap, aren't they?
Yeah. Great mark there, going back with a flight.
Was Mitch Payne. Fires in a ball to Thatcher. Good spoil, Sharrod. Umpire says, I'll have it.
Didn't come off on that occasion, but he's got to try and get the ball in motion, doesn't he? There's been so many stoppages in this last quarter, which is exactly what Port Districts want. Carpeney again.
Yeah, Carpeney. Payne gets a handball to McKelvey. Has to kick because Gaffney's there to harass again. It's been amazing today, Coop Gaffney.
Definitely free kick there for over the shoulder.
Nash Haynes, neat ball to Tom Carter. What's the feeling like at the Golden Grove bench, Jad? We'll cross to you in a minute, mate. Off hands, Jack Ferns, spear tackle, Dobie. McDonald comes away with it. Tom Carter intercepts, has time to eye them up, Tommy Carter.
That might be an important point, though, because that's 19 points the difference now. What a tackle by Dobie as well as we go to the boundary to Jad.
Yeah, the vibe on the Golden Grove bench. They're a bit flat as the time is ticking down, but they're really just throwing all the dices down. And the runner is non-stop sending out messages to try and get the ball there. Shenton is out there as well as Dobie back out there, keep an eye on them.
Wine.
Dodged the bullet here with the free kick paid to Verity.
Port District holding up a wine sign, so that's interesting. I'd like a wine right now. Pittman out of side to Benwell. He wheels, sees Blades, who's steaming on the end of it, and he holds on, and he needs to just hurry it up a little bit more than he would normally. There's not a lot of time left.
Great
with the
kick.
margin now 19 points.
Great kick by Banwell. Need a straight shot here and centre clearance.
He's a reliable, normally a reliable set shot, Kane Blades.
Across the face.
Pushed it across the face. An even 3-goal game once again. 21 minutes gone.
I wonder what the wine sign means, Jack. Does that mean relax? Everybody just relax.
That's how I'd probably interpret it without being privy to all the information. What's the other sign that young fella's holding up there for Port, I wonder? Miller Carter comes boundary side. Could spoil Horskins, and he's actually marked it. Umpire said play on. They've got to be careful here. They've got to be careful. They've got to be careful. Slater and Lice set. Third man up. Ingram. Smart footy from Port District. Sitting on the footy.
They played it well, Port Districts, haven't they? When there's stoppage after stoppage, Jack, it just allows no momentum in the game. You can't get a run on. Even if you kick one, it's just back to more stoppages.
Shenton flicked over the back to Pittman. Handball put Horskins under pressure. Had time to get a kick away. McKelvey marks.
Got to go out quickly to the fat side if he can.
Pascoe's got a one-on-one at the hot spot. He comes all the way across the face. Nash Haynes from the back. Through Carpenter's legs. Gaffney got front position. It's come out. Haynes. Tomney. Gaffney is willing his side over the line.
Smart kick though, wasn't it? Back to 35 metres out again, but another stoppage, no momentum for Golden Grove.
22.5 points. It's been an exhibition of defence here from the reigning Premier Port District. Pittman, how does it bounce? Favourably. Blades gets a kick. Benny Gould off hands, runs it through, makes the game under 3 goals.
Boundary.
Jad Gosson on the boundary. It's hot in the kitchen, mate.
Yes, Port District also holding up a sign that says 3 on it, so that might be the minutes left. But the wine sign, I'm thinking maybe they're doing a great job.
Very good. Very good by you, Jad. And I would assume 3 means 3 minutes, so that's good intel. 3 minutes. The Lee Matthews theory could be on. Through Dodd's fingertips. Ingram gets a kick. Deinhoff through his lap, gone to ground. Gets it back. Shrugs off McKelvey and gets a kick away. Duke's underneath it. So's Horskins. Fisted out of bounds by Port District. 17-point ball game.
It's going to be tough from here, Jack, isn't it? Just...
Lysette nudges Slater underneath it.
Used to pay that holding the ball, didn't they, when the ruckman chose to grab it as soon as he was tackled, it would be holding the ball, but they dropped that rule recently.
Slater gone to ground. Umpire says play on. Pittman once again wrapped up by Gaffney. Handball's fired out only as far as Sam Gray. Niskahus now. Rose wrapped up by Dobie. Umpire's found a free for Slater. It's with Shenton now. He pumps it long. Pascoe and Davidson in a one-on-one. It's come out the back. Who's there? Deinhoff. Up and under kick. Pittman. McDonald.
He's in that position where he needs to go fast, but he needs to compose himself as well, Jack. Make sure he slots the goal.
Just needs to sink the slipper through it. Noah McDonald. His second game of A-grade footy. Kicks from 52. It looks okay. It's short. This, Adam, is Golden Grove's lowest score since round 4 when they played Port Districts here.
Yeah, it's not surprising, is it? It's a tough place to come on a windy day and put a score on the board. 7 goals, 13 doesn't help. But they just played it perfectly in this last quarter, and we'll probably reflect on those early 5 goals that Port District's kicked, won't we, at the end of this match?
McKay, man in front.
He's had some timely marks, McKay, hasn't he? Like you said, he's an important structural piece for the Port District's team. As he's gone backwards, but they've got all the time in the world now. Districts, they do not need to go fast.
They certainly do not, Port District. And there is your final siren. Port District go marching on to another decider in Division 1 for the 3rd time in 4 years. And they are running for back-to-back premierships for the first time since 2014, 2015, where Goodwood went back-to-back. And now Josh Ramsey has his hand on another premiership cup. And for Golden Grove, they take on a red-hot Ross Trevor next week in a preliminary final. Scores were 10-11-71, play 7-13-55 to the tune of 16 points. Josh Ramsey gets it done over his opposite coach, Luke Barnby. The goal kickers in the game, Jack Ferns with 3, DeRizzi with 2, Carpeny with 2, Sam Gray with 1, Tom Gray with 1, Jack Gaffney with 1, and for Golden Grove, Lenny Pascoe continued his multiple goal streak this season. Hasn't gone a game without kicking 2 or more goals, Adam. He got 2, and then it was all singles for Cavallaro, Slater, Declan Tomney, Banwell, and Cameron Shenton, with their only goal in the last quarter when they had the breeze, and we thought they might be able to pile on a few more goals than what they did. But Port District were resolute in their defence.
Yeah, it was always going to be hard, wasn't it? I called it at 3/4 time. I thought the one extra goal that Districts got late to Gaffney was really going to be hard for Golden Grove to mow down. Like I said, Port Districts, since Coach Ramsey's been in charge, have been the best, probably defensive team in the competition. They're so good around the stoppage. They're so good at creating a stoppage to hold momentum. And those early goals, Jack, for mine, you know, it was such a, after the first quarter, what do we have? 17 goals for the match, 9 in the first quarter. So it was only 8 combined goals in the last 3 quarters. I remember calling it early. Districts kicked 5 goals from their first 7 entries, and that set the game up. It was always going to be an arm wrestle after that. District's so good defensively, hard for Golden Grove.
And we have Jad Gosson on the boundary with your best on ground winner. Take it away, Jad.
Yes, I'm here with Kenny Carpeny, of course, the winner of the Archie's Dong, the Gully voucher, as well as the Filming Footy beanie. Well played for your team here. Very a tough game, really, a physical game. And you guys just grinded it out. You did your work early, and how happy are you with that one?
Yeah, no, we're pretty ecstatic with that one. But we knew we had to bring the pressure. We were working out all week during the week at training on Tuesday and Thursday, and we just want to get in their face and just try and make them chip over us, and then obviously get on the end of a few, which is nice.
Yeah, amazing. And the team here coming in, Golden Grove, 12 wins in a row. But you guys undefeated here at home. What makes this venue such a good venue for you guys?
Yeah, firstly, they're a bloody good side, aren't they? They don't mess around. They score quickly. We just try to make this place a fortress for us. We always come out here and we want to put on a good show in front of all our fans. They turn up here in big numbers, and yeah, it's just good to get the wins.
Awesome. And you personally, how do you have the courage to get into all those big contexts and find big goals and even play midfield when needed? You just go around everywhere.
Yeah, I do some pretty dumb stuff sometimes. I just sort of switch my brain off and just go in for it and just hope I get out the other side, really.
Awesome. Thanks again. Well played, and we'll see you in the grand final. No worries, mate.
Adam Jeffries, an extremely worthy winner there. Kenny Carpeny with the best on ground.
Yeah, he's probably the best game I've seen Carpeny play since he's signed at Port Districts 2 or 3 seasons ago. Started the game really well, didn't he? Hit the scoreboard with 2 goals. Good call by Jad. I thought he was definitely the best player on the ground. Around the stoppage, on the score sheet. Timely disposals for his team. Well done to Carpeny. Great game in the semi-final for him today.
A couple of other players that I thought could have put their hand up for the best on ground. They probably will get in Josh Ramsey's best players, I think. But Mitch Gaffney for his role on Jake Pittman, and Alex Dinoff, he was sensational across the half-back line, I thought. He halved a lot of contests and he got a lot of clearances and took a few intercept marks as well.
Miller Carter was also good across the half-back. But like I said, we don't want to harp on it too much, but the fact that Glenn's not there, is going to make it hard for Pittman now, isn't it? You know, if I'm coaching, it's smart coaching by Ramsey. He limited. Pittman still had a few disposals, didn't he? But didn't have his usual influence. I think, what did he have? 37 in the match last week. He may have had 2, but he certainly didn't get to those heights today. You know, you've only got one big ball midfielder. They got stuck into him, made his life really, really hard. So it was good coaching. But yeah, Port District, like I said, it was an arm wrestle after the first quarter. The game was set up in those first few entries. First play of the day, wasn't it? Sam Gray hitting the scoreboard, and like I said, 5 goals in the first 7 entries, and then it was an arm wrestle after that, and it was always going to be hard for Golden Grove. One venue, one team to kick 4 or 5 quick goals. Districts at Largs on a windy day, that's the one game where it's probably too hard to do. So they got to regroup. Golden Grove, they're in good shape still. They'll have Ross Trevor in the preliminary final next week. Is the century still on for Pascoe?
92.
92 with potentially the one, hopefully the grand final comes. So I dare say if they get through Golden Grove, grand final day is going to be big, isn't it? It'll be edging closer. So yeah, well done to Port Districts. Golden Grove pretty valiant, didn't lose any admirers, but it's all about getting the chocolates this time of year. The margin's irrelevant. Port Districts through, Golden Grove, Ross Trevor next week.
Margins are irrelevant, and almost to a certain point, so are win streaks as well come finals time, and especially away from home. Port District didn't seem too phased by that. They played to their structures and their standards. And for you, Jad Gosson, on the boundary, especially in that last quarter, mate, just how was the feeling down at ground level? It was obviously very tense. We could feel it from up here in the commentary box, but what was it like? You were right next to Golden Grove's box.
Yeah, it was tense for sure. Golden Grove, they went in the first. They went into the quarter with a lot of belief that they could find a way in, but in classic Port District style, they just grinded out, kept the contest honest, and then as the quarter went on, they'll just. You know, the vibe was a bit lower, but the crowd behind us was still very loud, so credit to the Golden Grove. It's a bit of a travel for them to come here and watch their team. And speaking of Carpenter right at the end, you could see how much they respect the Golden Grove team and how much they've been studying them. He's mentioned how they thought of a few different strategies to try and get the victory, and they did that. So they could see each other in the grand final, and that'll be very interesting to see how Golden Grove learn from this loss now, because 12 wins in a row, sometimes you forget how to lose. Now there's some work to do.
Yeah, certainly. You don't win 12 wins in a row for being no mugs, and unfortunately for them, that's they're in second place and they've earned that double chance. And we'll sort of look forward to next week a little bit. Adam, they're obviously going to take on Ross Trevor, who are red hot.
Where that game's going to be played? We don't, do we?
I'm assuming it'll be a 2:15 time slot.
Yeah, where?
Oh,
no. We don't know. So the venue might have a bit of a go. I think Golden Grove on the bigger ovals can use their ball movement if they get a still day. Ross Trevor would probably prefer a bit of a grinding style, so it's going to be a great preliminary final.
Certainly will be. And the goal kickers today was Jack Ferns with 3, DeRizzi with 2, Carpenter with 2. They were in the first half as well when he really had the game by the scruff of the neck. Sam Gray and Tom Gray and Jack Gaffney with 1, and for Golden Grove, Lenny Pascoe with 2, as we just touched on, takes him to 92, and all singles to Shenton, Banwell, Tomney, Cavallaro and Slater, and the final score was 10-11-71, 7-13-55, Port District by 16 points. The first quarter we saw 9 goals, and for the rest of the game we only saw 8. And could we probably put it down to that second quarter for Golden Grove, potentially, where there was still that momentum and that openness in the game? They only managed to get 1 goal for. Could that be a little bit of a factor that we speak about for this game, and why they maybe couldn't bring that margin closer in the remaining 3 quarters?
Well, I think in the end of the day, they kicked 5 goals into the breeze for the match and only 2 with it. So yeah, they'll rue that. Some of their ball use, maybe they'll look at the tape during the week. But at this time of year, Jack, you don't look too much behind. You're only looking at your upcoming opponent. So they'll just focus on Ross Trevor in next week's game.
And for you, Jad, next week with Golden Grove taking on Ross Trevor, what are you sort of looking forward to with that one?
Yeah, it's definitely a contest I was looking forward to. They've versed each other a few times this year and had some really very good contests. And Ross Trevor now the ones with the win streak going into that one. So, and all the momentum as well, taking out the St. Peter's. So I can't wait for that one as well. It's going to be another one. And now it's for the real stuff for Golden Grove. It's going to be elimination if they lose that one. So it's obviously whoever loses that one is out. And then, Golden Grove will be looking to make the grand final and have another crack at Port District. But Ross Trevor, I'm sure they'll be similar to the Port District here. They play a kind of similar style, and they'll just trying to be...
Port District they do, don't they?
Yeah. Ross Trevor, they just like to grind out a game, and they talked about them last week a lot. They don't have that many weaknesses, and I think they'll be up for it, of course. So I can't wait for that one.
We've mentioned the wind and the breeze and how big of a factor it was today, and you could probably just get a feel for it right now. You can see our hair flying around everywhere. So it was real down there on ground level for all the players today. Before we wrap up, we'd love to thank our sponsors for bringing you today's broadcast. High Five E-Bikes, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, Custom by ORTC, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Dartfish, and Archie's, and of course Filming Footy, where you have received today's live stream and the other game across Division 1 this afternoon. And from myself, I'd just personally like to thank you two for joining us on the commentary box today, and James Moody, Hugo the producer, and Yushin for bringing you all the great shots and graphics throughout the broadcast today. I'm sure we all enjoyed the day, didn't we?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, cracking game of footy, but look forward to next week.
Thanks to the viewers for tuning in each and every single week. This wouldn't be possible without you tuning in every single week, and we really appreciate your viewership. And lastly, a thanks to both teams for putting on a cracking show today. Port District, they're going for back-to-back premierships. We have not seen that since 2014-2015. And for Golden Grove, it's the end of their 12-game winning streak, and it's back to the drawing board for them against Ross Trevor next week in a preliminary final. But from all of us here at Filming Footy, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, and we'll finish it off with the Port District Club song.